What's up, guys? I'll be there in a second. What's up, great one, kid? I have a dog. Put the dog over here. I'm getting set up, guys. The game didn't start yet. I think we got like 5 minutes. I gotta put my Breeze jersey somewhere where it will be seen. I don't know where to put him. The dog can wear the Breeze jersey. Bush jersey. There you go, buddy. There we go. He's wearing a Bush jersey. I'll be joining you guys in a second. I'm setting up. I'm going to do it in my living room because it's televised. So I can have Saints stuff everywhere and enjoy my life. What's up, Stream Elements bot running? Hi. What's up, Void? What's up, great one, kid? What's up, Daniel? Can't stay. I'm at work. I get you, bud. I'm just going to sit in my chair, watch some Saints. Maybe I'll angle it more like this. That way you don't see a giant couch. Probably better that way in case I get up and run and rant and rave. I'm just setting up, guys. The game didn't start yet. I just want to make some festive Saint stuff around. I'll hang Reggie Bush up over here. There's a little dog, a little Saints dog, eating Reggie Bush's jersey. We got Saints dog. I think that's pretty good. All right. I'm going to sit right here, guys. What's up? I'm getting the chat on the phone. My sister is not here, so I am doing the chat myself. So I have a backup phone. I'm just going to log on so I could chat with you guys. I'm using an alternate account, so I'm just going to read. I'm not going to type in the chat. I'm just going to read it. No, thank you. Where is my thing? ViewMasters. I'll be able to read the chat in a second, guys. I'm just popping up this. There it is. All right. And I see myself. I got to mute this so I don't hear myself in an echo. And we're good. Why am I not a moderator? I'm still Great One Kid. What's up, Great One Kid? Oh my God, you have a different picture. Great One Kid, my brother was playing with a bot moderator thing because he was curious to see. My brother plays around with that stuff. So he was, thank you, Void, for the $1 donation. Void, very, very nice of you. Yeah, Great One Kid. I saw you were a Patreon too. I got the email. You're a tier 3, I think, so you get to pick a pilot. Steph already picked hers. Daniel already picked his. I'm going to do them tomorrow. So if you want it out this week, send me what your pilot episode is, and I'll do it tomorrow. Have it up Sunday, because I don't have to watch the Saints game on Sunday. We're watching it now. So I'm going to watch a bunch of stuff tomorrow and Saturday, and then spend all day Sunday while I watch football. I'm going to edit them. So there will be no live stream Sunday because Saints are playing right now. So that will allow me to get them all out. The reason you're not a moderator is because my brother had to disable all the moderator stuff, including himself, so that he could try this thing out. I didn't know he actually launched it, but apparently he did because it says that it's running. I don't know if you guys see that in the chat, but I see it in the chat. So I don't know how to turn it off because he did it. So if you guys know my streams, the Saints game didn't start yet. It's about to kick off. I can't show the TV. I leave the audio like slightly up. So, I mean, it's football. It's not like a movie where you have to sync up. You can pretty much see the score and everything. I watch it live, and you guys get the play-by-play and get to chat with me. What's up, Steph? So, that is the setup. If you're wondering why I can't show the TV, most of the people in here I know. Void, Steph, Great One Kid. Who else talked? Daniel D. That's all that's talking right now. So I know most of you, but if you don't know me, I can't show the screen. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Steph, Great One Kid, the whole group, whoever is not speaking. Some people can't talk because they're driving. Some people actually listen and watch. Well, not watch because they're driving. But some people can't type. So maybe that's the few people I can't see in the chat. Will you be going live Sunday? Great one, kid. I'm going to edit the crap out of stuff. I think you said something about how do I private send you a message? Because on the video, he has a message bar. In that where I put it? Is that where I put it? I don't know. That is Dobby the cat screaming like a nut. My sister just came home.
Hi.
But she is not joining us. She's probably going out or something.
Are you showing the game?
I can't show the game. No, it's facing me. I just moved it closer. Will you be going live Sunday? But no, I probably won't be going live Sunday because I want to edit stuff and I'm going live today instead. So depending on how much I edit, I wouldn't mind live streaming like one of the football games. But whenever I do that, I end up like neglecting editing anything else for the day because I either get a little too tipsy or I just get lazy after the first game and I just kind of watch football all day. So I probably won't live stream Sunday because of this live stream, but we'll see. But I definitely want to get the pilots out. Steph, if you didn't come in when I was saying that, gonna film the pilots tomorrow and most likely get them out Sunday because I don't have to edit them. I'm just going to edit Barry's and Misfits that I haven't caught up with on YouTube yet. So you guys will get your pilot episodes immediately in full reactions on Sunday. That's no problem at all. I watch them, I throw them up, end of story. So you guys will definitely get your pilot episodes Sunday. It's how much editing I do on the stuff that goes on YouTube is the situation. Game has not started yet, guys. It is 8:21. Matt Ryan is gearing up. I'm pretty sure they're going to kick it any second. They're talking to commentators right now. How was everyone's Thanksgiving? You guys see family? You have fun and whatnot? We had a quiet little Thanksgiving at home because if you guys know my situation, my mother is basically bedridden. So she was able to sit at the table with us for a solid hour. We had a good old time. And then she is now sleeping because it probably took a lot out of her. But it was a very good, very productive day. But now, my sister, I think, it might be going out. My dad's watching my mom, and I'm watching the Saints. Game didn't start yet. Probably soon. I don't know why. Oh my God. For some reason, it wasn't on auto scroll for the text, so I did not see anybody saying anything. Will you be going live Sunday? I have a cat too. Void, I have two cats, and this cat, the one cat on that side, barely ever speaks and is fat and adorable. This cat is like a little terror, but it was a rescue cat, so it is just, that's how it acts. It's always acted like that. It was probably traumatized as a wee kitten. The game has started. Kickoff, it is going to be Falcons ball first. It was a touchback. Matt Ryan quarterbacking for the Falcons. How long will you be live? Tonight, Great One Kid, I'm going to do the whole game, so probably midnight. Usually these games end around 11:30, midnight. Being it's Thanksgiving, there usually is halftime shows, but I don't know if they do one for the night game. They did one for the day game. I don't know if they did one for the afternoon. They definitely did one for the Lions-Bears. I forget if they did one for the next game, but we were eating dinner, so I wasn't really paying attention. I'm assuming there'll be a halftime show because it's the Thanksgiving night. First play, sacked Matt Ryan. It almost looked like they violently ripped his head off. I want to re-see that play. And it looks like Matt Ryan's complaining to the refs. It looks like honestly, they got to him, no problem. But then when they tried to take him down, it looked like they horse-collared him or something. And no, okay. He grabbed the jersey and tugged on it, but he didn't grab underneath, so it was good. What's up, Rye? How you doing? I had a quiet Thanksgiving. I worked and then had dinner, rosemary chicken, green bean casserole, and stuffing. We had all the regulars as well, Steph. We had a turkey, a ham, corn, broccoli stuffing, mashed potatoes. 6 things, but the typical staples. And then there was salad. There's always salad. But nothing crazy, no casseroles or anything. Usually when we go to my aunt's, there's casserole dishes and stuff. We didn't do any casserole, I guess because it's just more things to do. So we kept it to the basics, but it was deliciously good. There's so much leftovers. We got a 5-pound chicken, a 10, I don't know. It was big turkey. big ass turkey. There's going to be lots of leftovers. Matt Ryan, 3rd down and 17, stopped. It will be Saints ball. 3 and out, quick work, and it looked like the Saints guy was tugging on him and trying to fight him. So how do I send you a private message? I'm pretty sure, Great One Kid, I'm pretty sure in Patreon, I'll have to look after this, but I wrote everybody that was originally in, that signed up. I don't think you were signed up yet, but everyone I wrote a little like, thank you for joining and explaining everything. I'm pretty sure you could private message me right on Patreon. It's like got a thing for it. I don't really know without it in front of me, but I'll look later and I'll like, if, oh my God, the Saints blocked the punt. Taysom Hill just blocked the punt. They have it in field goal range already. Where are they going to spot it? Taysom Hill got to that ball on the outside. Hold up a sec, guys. I want to see this. Taysom Hill shot right through and got a hand on it. He shot right through, got bumped real hard, but he got just enough of a hand on it, like barely clipped his thumb and his finger. And he knew it, and he is celebrating heartily. So the Saints start their drive at the 30-yard line, already in field goal range. Drew Brees, pass, caught, but the guy fell over. What is that? Michael Thomas. Catch Michael Thomas for about 5 yards. And he fell. He didn't even get tackled. He fell when he caught it. I don't know if he slipped. They're in Atlanta. I think he just slipped. Swiss Army knife. Can you private message me? I'll private message you, Great One Kid. Swiss Army knife. What about Swiss Army knife? We talking about the movie with Harry Potter? Because I saw that. Drew Brees, pass to the right. Taysom Hill, gain of about 10, 8 or 9 or 10. All I know is it's first down. They're past the 20 in the red zone. How many was that? So Drew Brees, 2 for 2. He's only got 1,600 yards this year, but he was out for 5 games. Highest in the NFL through week 12. He's got the highest in touchdowns, yardage, interception. Like, obviously, it doesn't. You don't want the highest. You know what I mean? Drew Brees is flying high in the number 1 since week 12. When I believe that's no, that was last week. Kamara, gain of about 13. They are 3rd yard line, maybe 3rd yard line. And they're about to score a touchdown, guys. Swiss Army man for Swiss Army knife. Yeah, my bad. Thank you, D4C. Good seeing you, D4C. I wasn't sure if you were in the chat. Great One Kid, stop spamming. Hey, D4C, do you have a good Thanksgiving? Yeah, D4C, how was yours? All right, here we go. 1st and goal, guys. 3rd yard line. I couldn't really see very good. 3rd yard line, 1st and goal. Taysom Hill is in again. He got the ball, and it is a touchdown. Taysom Hill blocked the punt, ran it for 10 yards, got a touchdown. All on Taysom Hill. Amazing. Why are they like lighting it up with I mean, I love it. If you guys know me in the chat, I love Taysom Hill. I was really mad they didn't have they had Bridgewater instead of him. Bridgewater did fantastic. I don't hate on him for it, but I did in the beginning just because I love Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill always gets involved in weird ways. So he got a catch, a run, a touchdown, a blocked punt. He's all over the map. And here goes Lutz with the extra point. And it is right on a little bit to the left, but it's good. 7-0. Saints winning off a blocked punt from Taysom Hill and a touchdown from Taysom Hill. Amazing. And he didn't get stopped like at the line. He went like clear into the end zone. Amazing. Family went back Black Friday shopping. Well, celebrate when they get back. Oh, okay. ViewMasters react. I know everybody calls me a kid, so I can show you that I'm a lawyer in a courtroom doing a case. Hey, any idea when Barry episode 7? Cole M. I'm trying to edit up all the Barrys and the Misfits this week. Being as I don't have to watch the Saints on Sunday, that is my day off. So typically that's when I used to do all the editing. But when football started and I started doing this, I got held up. Had to usually do that Fridays. So now I'm going to record everything tomorrow, being it's Friday, and I'll get everything up on Sunday. You guys can hear the cat freaking out like a lunatic. Courtroom shows at Great One Kid's age. Courtroom. A courtroom. A courtroom. Yeah, I did. Yeah, Great One Kid. You spelled courtroom wrong. I don't know if you meant to do that. A quart of liquid is not the same as a courtroom. But that's actually funny whether you meant to mean it or not. Oh, and has anyone said Jay's got to take a shot? No one said Jay's got to take a shot. The Saints scored. God forbid I don't take the shot and they fail. Guys, I don't want to have to retire the Breeze jersey. This time, guys, I wanted to keep the bottle iced. I hate warm, well, I don't hate it. I'll drink warm whiskey, but I'm keeping a glass chilled here. I got the shot glass. If I need more, I'll run to the freezer. But this is about 10 shots worth. So if I need to drink more than that, then I will be struggling to get to the kitchen, and then we probably don't really care. I also have 2 shot glasses. They're both measured out to exactly a shot, but we'll see how that works. Even though they look significantly larger, this one is in case you feel like a double shot. But dip the cat in the hummus, I wish. I just got here. I don't even know how bad the Saints are losing. They just started, and the Saints are winning 7-0. Falcons got the ball, kicked, and he's running, and he's running, and he's going, and he's at about the 45. Dear Lord. The Falcons just got it to about the 43, 44-yard line. On the kick return, Matt Ryan is already at midfield. So, honestly, guys, I hope they make it a game. I want the Saints to win, but I also like watching good games. You guys know that the Panthers game last week was crazy good. I think I got the most viewers that I ever did, and it all happened in the last 20 minutes. Those of you who are in the chat, the room quadrupled in the last 2 minutes because of the missed kick and the fact that the Saints got the ball back and the Saints pulled it out. So very cool stuff. I hope that it is a close game so we keep having this great showing of sportsmanship. I'm going to take my shot now because the reason the Falcons got to midfield was because I didn't. It's all my fault. And guys, I don't have wild turkey, believe it or not. I ran out. On the last Sunday, I literally got run out of wild turkey from Rick and Morty. So I ran to my local liquor store, and they were closed today because of Thanksgiving. I should have planned ahead. Matt Ryan, catch, first down, pass midfield, about 44-yard line maybe. But yeah, the liquor store was closed, so I had to go to a backup liquor store that was 10 minutes further, and they did not have Wild Turkey 101. They had regular Wild Turkey, but they had Jim Beam, and I have this. Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to drink this first. My bad, guys. I'll leave that shot for next time. This is eggnog with Jim Beam. On the holidays, I'll drink me some eggnog. So this is eggnog with Jim Beam. So instead of taking a shot, I'm going to chug the rest of this. That was what I was going to do because I want to finish this off. But that is a hearty glass of eggnog with Jim Beam, let me tell you. So I'll drink this. Ooh, that is a lot more than I thought. All right, but I'll pound it. I'm not going to lie, guys. There is about 4 shots of Jim Beam in there, but I had it filled to the brim with eggnog. So this is a very fat, thick mug filled up with about a half a quart of eggnog, and about 4 shots of Jim Beam. And I just chugged about half of it. So that'll count as my first shot of the game. and I'll have my next one lined up for when we need to. Falcons at the 39-yard line, 2nd and 6. I love that my brother and sister figured out that lighting. It is so much more visible and better, I feel, than it was last time because of that light. It looks so much better. Let's go. Lattimore's back. Oh, is he? This game came up so quick, and I was so busy since last Sunday and Thanksgiving. I did not even look if Lattimore was back. What's up with Armstead? Void, what's up with Armstead? Because I honestly totally forgot to look at injury reports and stuff. Usually I do that Thursday night or Friday night, and I know for Sunday's game. Mondays, Tuesdays, I work 16-hour shifts back to back. So by Wednesday, I'm done and I sleep. And then Thursday and Friday, I usually catch on news. What do you think of Bills beating Dallas? Honestly, Rye, I was riding high on the train with everybody else in the beginning of the season that the Cowboys were going to be one of the teams to beat. They have since their first loss turned into maybe even not in they're still mediocre, I guess, but they have fallen far. So I am not surprised at all that the Bills beat them. I actually enjoy the Bills. So they're like one of those teams that went through that dynasty almost type era where they made it to every Super Bowl and never won. So the Bills have a special place in my heart where I almost want them. If the Saints don't win, I would want the Bills to win just so they had something. The poor Bills, man. Talk about what is worse? I mean, I've seen 30 for 30s, I think it was, on that. And they were literally talking to the players and I would have probably rather have never even gone. You make it to 4 straight Super Bowls and lose every one. And I'm pretty sure 2 of them, at least one of them, but I'm pretty sure 2 of them, they fully had control over it and frigged up. So feel bad for me, Patriot. Yeah, that's right. Ryan's a Patriot fan. As a Patriots fan, I don't feel bad for them. I don't blame you. As I'm saying it, I'm the Bills are in the Patriots division, but you have beat up on them for 20 years. So not you personally, Ryan, but Tom Brady basically has beaten up on the poor Jets and the Bills for many a moon. I'm not even counting the 4th team in that division. They're not even a team right now. Still happy to see that Cincinnati is undefeated. If a team's going to lose, I really push for the losing out the whole season kind of thing because it's fun to watch. You don't watch the mediocre teams. Who's watching the 2-8 teams or the 2-9 teams, I should say? Nobody cares. Today we had to watch the Lions at 3-7, but the Bears still have a chance at a wild card, so that's understandable. But you have 2 teams that are 2-9. Who cares? But if you got an 0-11 team, it's kind of interesting. You want to see if this team keeps losing. So right now, I keep watching Cincinnati just because I want to see if they will go winless. What was the team that went winless? A couple years back, there was did it almost happen? I'm almost positive a team didn't Miami go winless? I think it was Miami. Or did they win one game towards the end? Because I'm pretty sure it was Miami because Miami's the only team that went, well, besides the Patriots that lost the Super Bowl that year, Miami's the only other team that won out. But that was also before the Super Bowl era, so that doesn't count technically. But I feel like somebody went winless. The Browns? And they did go winless, right? I'm pretty sure they did. I was trying to think. I guess it was. Browns won 0-16 in 2000. Oh, so it was recent. Okay. I wasn't sure if they won one in the very end. I remember watching the whole thing, but I wasn't sure if in the very end they won one last game or something. And then didn't Miami get close? Maybe Miami's the one I'm thinking of that actually did win one at the end. I feel like Miami, within the last 10 years, I feel like Miami is went 1-15. Yeah, with Hugh Jackson. I remember Hugh Jackson. That's right. Drew Brees, Boilermaker. Alvin Kamara. Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas is he's getting big, man. Michael Thomas was a skinny dude rookie year. He looks like he packed on a ton of muscle. That would make sense being as he's going to be making hundreds of millions of dollars Probably wants to be 100% at his peak. So here we go. Falcons are about to score, guys. Oh, no, they're not. What am I talking about? The Saints just got the ball back. Drew Brees whipped it from the end zone, about to get taken down. Gain of 13, Michael Thomas. Drew Brees literally leaped. I got to re-see it. Drew Brees leaped in the end zone and fired the ball. Let me see this again. They're at like the 2-yard line. Falcons pinned him deep. Drew Brees literally is back of the end zone, leaped, almost got nailed. Michael Thomas, about 13 yards. Beautiful. I don't know how Michael Thomas gets so open. Michael Thomas is like wide open. And he is like the one guy you got to watch. Drew Brees, handoff to, that looks like Murray. That might not be Kamara. Yep, Latavius Murray. Gain of a couple. Fun fact, a lot of wrestling fans hate John Cena. Do they? I don't really know. I don't watch a whole lot of wrestling. I don't really know a whole lot of wrestling fans. I will take your word for it. But I could see that, I guess. Is it because he is kind of a douche? Like in real life, he seems like a chill dude. But whenever I see wrestling things of him, he seems like a giant douche. But he seems like a funny dude. He's in a lot of like generic comedies. Deion Jones catch. It's going to be 3rd down, guys. I think it's going to be a long 3rd. Looked like at least 3rd and 5, at least, maybe more. Miami went 1-15, 2007. Okay, that was longer than I thought. I thought it was in the last 10 years. I'm getting old, guys. In my mind, that happened like 5 years ago. Oh, it was Kamara caught the ball. All right, so 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5, Saints got the ball. I believe Drew Brees is perfect right now. 5 or 6 of 6. Drew Brees, catch. Holy bananas. If he caught that ball. Oh, he dropped it. I thought that would have been an amazing catch. It looked like they were almost going to dispute it, but I think he dropped it. Drew Brees' first missed pass. I jinxed him by saying what I said. It's right on the outside. Michael Thomas. Oh, okay. It like went right into his shoulder, and the guy's helmet whacked it out, or the forearm, I guess. So, Drew Brees, they're going to have to kick it off. And they're pinned back pretty deep. Where are they? Yeah, they're back there, man. They're like around the 20-yard line of the Falcons. And that was kind of, it's a decent kick. Oh, that was actually a good kick. Went to the 25-yard line. Not too shabby, guys. So the Falcons are going to start from the 26. Ooh-dee-doo-dee-doo. I thought Miami would have went 0-16. I would have thought Miami over Cincinnati. If you told me before, like Miami won, who would win? And the way they won was pretty crazy. But yeah, I would have definitely picked Miami to go 0-16 over Cincinnati. But it looks like Cincinnati is our only hope right now. Help me, Cincinnati. You're my only hope. There is a Chewbacca dog commercial on right now, and it is adorable. If you guys haven't seen the Chewbacca dog commercial, go take a gander. I'm trying to see the comments like this. This looks better. Did you have a good Thanksgiving? Yes, I did. Great one, kid. Typical. Honestly, I am a simple man. I just want some alcohol and some turkey and some football, and I'm happy. We usually go to my aunt's, and there's like my 2 cousins, my aunt, my uncle, sometimes some other family members stop by kind of thing, but it's never like too huge. We have pretty simple get-togethers, and I like it that way because I just don't like all the chaos of the holidays. So when I have the day off on a holiday, I like to just relax. I work a lot. So I totally get going to see family and stuff like that, but sometimes I just want to relax. And I see all my family lives in Jersey. Except my brother, every single family member lives in Jersey. So I see them all the time or whenever I want. Oh, and my cousin now lives with my brother. So my cousin and my brother live in Pittsburgh. But everyone else is in Jersey. So it's like not a big deal to see on the holidays and stuff like that. I can see them whenever I want. Some people only see their family on the holidays, and that makes sense. I'm not too familiar with NFL rules. Is there something against lifting the opponents? Like, people hate John Cena? Are you? I'm assuming you're being serious, D4C. Lifting opponents. You can lift an opponent if you can lift him, but they're typically like 300-pound guys. I've seen people like lift them and slam them down and stuff like that, but you can't hold them, if that makes any sense. If they collide into you, you could use their momentum to kind of pick them up and throw them, but at the second you go like that and grab them and throw them, it's considered holding. But you can, like, if you use forward momentum and like hoist them and throw them, you can. You can't spring off an opponent. So if the guy's down like this, you can't you can't push down on him and hurdle him. That is illegal. You can't do that. But if you use forward momentum and throw a man using his own body weight, that's okay. It's just kind of hard to do because these dudes are like, the guys, especially the linemen, are like usually on average like 280, 300 pounds. People hate John Cena for the same reason as the Patriots, except it's scripted so that he would never lose. I get that. I get it. Some try say the Patriots winning is scripted too. Yes, I've heard that many times, Ryan. Obviously, it's not. I think it's funny when people are like the Patriots and Robert Kraft and what's his name? Goodell are in cahoots. Like, they know ratings will go through the roof because people love hating the Patriots, but everyone loves watching them lose. So by the Patriots going to the Super Bowl every year, the NFL makes a shitload of money. The Super Bowl, where it was like the Broncos and I cannot remember who, but it was like, there were Super Bowls where like two teams that are like Midwest that no one cares about really, except that live there. And it was like the lowest viewed Super Bowls ever. I went to bars during those Super Bowls and it's like literally a normal night out because like no one really cares. But you got big name teams like the Patriots or the Giants or something like that. I would even say the Saints. I think, like, I'm not saying that because I'm a Saints fan. More or less than the Patriots and stuff like that. But a lot of people just like the Saints. They're a fun team to watch. People love Drew Brees. So I feel like teams like that, people will go out and see. Like, I'm trying to think of other teams. People love the Seahawks. People love Dallas. They're just games. They're just teams that people like to see. The Packers. I would say I know tons of people that just love watching Packers games that aren't Packers fans. Packers are one of those teams that people just love to watch, me included. I think it's maybe because I grew up with Brett Favre, so like I learned to love the Packers and just respect the team. So, I don't know. I just feel like people have said the Patriots, Goodell, Robert Kraft are all in cahoots, but there's no way that would be some serious manipulation if they somehow script the refs into like calling certain things and blah, blah, blah. And not for nothing, there's been some shady calls against the Patriots too, so who knows? But I seriously doubt they might help. Maybe there's things they do that like are messed up, like when the Saints got the horrible call and they could have reversed it, but I get why they didn't. They had to like stand behind the refs, and that's never been done before, so makes some sense. But some try to say about Ryan, good point. NFL players are superhuman. Yeah, they honestly, if you statistically speaking, they are like superior athletes and superior human beings. Like, some of these guys could defy what normal people could do. So in a way, you could say they're superhuman because they are more than human. I'm not saying they're mutants or superheroes, but you know what I mean. Offsetting penalties. It was helmet to helmet on Lattimore. But what was the second one? Oh. Lattimore and Blaine are freaking out on each other. And because Lattimore went helmet to helmet. And then Blaine came back and frigging like jerked him around so that he got a penalty and it offset. So he got nothing for helmet to helmet. And Lattimore did it. So the Saints were wrong for that one. Lattimore led with the helmet and like rammed him. Bad Lattimore. I don't want Lattimore getting tossed. You better watch. He's probably going to get a freaking, like, fine now. Sacked Ryan, maybe? It's either a sack or a gain of nothing. Credited as a sack, -1 yard. Second down and 11. That's like the second, or at least the second sack. Maybe the third sack by Matt Ryan. They're in field goal range, guys. The cusp of field goal range. About the 39-yard line, 40-yard. They're giving them the 39. So they're right at the brink of field goal range. But it's second down and 11. Rush up the middle. Gain of about 7. Third and about 4. So during a particular ECW pay-per-view, the buzzed crowd chanted, "Die Cena, die." Oh my God. I feel like wrestling fans are over the top, more so than maybe any other sport. Maybe hockey's close, football's probably close, but I feel like maybe MMA fans, like UFC and stuff, they're probably pretty crazy too. But I almost feel like wrestling fans are like probably some of the craziest fans because they're like die hard and like, because like you guys said, it's scripted. So if you don't script it the way they want, they will freak out like crazy people. Uh-oh. Third down, Matt Ryan went end zone, and I think it's pass interference on the defense, giving them first down to the Falcons. It was Ridley. Ridley was booking down the sideline. Yep, pass interference defense. Ridley was booking down the sideline, and they basically, Eli Apple threw him out of bounds. I want to re-see it, but that's what it looked like live. So Eli Apple's like laughing like he knew it. Ridley's booking down the sideline, and he pushed him out of bounds. It was almost actually not even his fault. It looked like Ridley was going out of bounds, but then Eli Apple put his arms on him and threw him out. He should have just let him do it on his own. First down, up the middle, no gain. You won't get those chants in football. Did you like the latest Rick and Morty episode? Loved it, Ryan. It was probably my favorite of the season. And I think the last one was my favorite of the season till that. So they're they're consistently getting better. I have to rewatch the Rick and Morty one because it was like so deep. And I know that it's Rick and Morty and it's probably all over the place, but I want to like see things I didn't see. I'm sure there's references I didn't pick up. Lots of crazy 80s and 90s movie references and stuff like that. I kind of want to see it again just so I can fully grasp everything. Matt Ryan, 2nd and 10. Going towards the outside, out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd and 10, guys. But they're almost, I think they're at the 12-yard line. Football in UK, fans are crazy. Oh, Ryan, I would definitely say, I'm saying in America, but 100%, based on what I've seen in the movies and television, it looks like European fans are the craziest fans. I don't know any other fans, so I'd say definitely more so than Americans. They have like Euro Trip where the friggin' the soccer hooligans, but I've seen that in real life where like soccer fans have like rioted and like killed people. Literally killed people. Oh my God. It's going to be 4th and 1 on the 2-yard line. Do they go for it, guys? Atlanta might as well go for it. They've got nothing to lose. Atlanta's got no shot at even a wild card. Even if they won out, it's 8-8. They're 3-8 right now. They can't get in at 8-8. There's too many good teams this year. So they're definitely not getting in at 8-8. So Atlanta is better off going for it on 4th down. If they upset the Saints, they'll look like heroes. And if they miss it, who cares? They're going to not make it anyway. So they ran it down to the end of the first quarter, guys. End of the first quarter, New Orleans 7, Falcons 0. But the Falcons are on the 2-yard line. Can the Saints beat the Pats? Your opinion. Satchcat7 Network. What's up, bud? You are definitely new to the chat, at least, because I have never seen that name. Can the Saints beat the Patriots? This was talked about in Sunday's stream. And Ryan, who is in the chat, is a Patriots fan. And I said, honestly, I think the Saints can. There are many Patriot teams that I didn't think the Saints could. But this year's Saints team and last year's Saints team have had a very well-balanced system. If if everyone stays healthy, including the Patriots and the Saints, as they are now, if they all stay healthy, I think the Saints are better on paper than the Patriots. The Patriots have been juggling around players. Tom Brady's still a stud, and he's got weapons. But they don't have Gronkowski. They don't have Amendola. Brady is getting older. I know Breeze is too, but I feel like Breeze has so many more weapons. Kamara and Michael Thomas, just those two guys, are probably better than anyone Brady's got on his team. Edelman's a stud too. So maybe Edelman is on like the same page as Kamara, maybe a little better. But Michael Thomas is phenomenal. Brady doesn't have a Michael Thomas. He has other players that are like good. I'm not saying he has a bad team. Sony Michel is very good, well-rounded running back. But I feel like the Patriots the Saints have just so many more weapons. They just did with Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill, not that I'm comparing him to like the elite, but when he wants to be, he's elite. But they only need that once in a while. They don't use him all game because he just comes in when he has to be elite, and he is when they need him. So I feel the Saints have a better team than the Patriots this year if everyone stays the way they are and healthy. But I'm not saying it's not going to be a blowout by any means. It'll be like a good game. And the Patriots got an equal chance, I'd say, maybe. But I'd give the edge to the Saints. And I put my money where my mouth is. If they make it to the Super Bowl, I would literally come out of retirement from gambling of 2 years and bet on the Saints. Because I would love to see them do it. And if I lose the money, it's almost like I donated to have the dream of a lifetime to see Brady and Breeze. And they're going for it on 4th and 1. I would do it too. Matt Ryan keeps the ball, pass, no flags. No flags. So the Saints are going to have to take over at the 2-yard line again. I'm pretty sure the last drive they started at either the 2 or the 3, and Breeze almost got sacked in the end zone. So it's going to be Saints ball, beginning of the second quarter, but they're at the 2-yard line. At Great One Kids, do you like Surface? Can the Saints beat? I saw that the Saints can barely beat the Ravens. D4C, not for nothing. The Ravens are great this year. Lamar Jackson, who saw the Ravens game on Monday? I don't remember the end, but it was like 50-6 when I last saw it. I was at work and I was watching on a live stream, but I had to like wrap things up, and I don't remember what the final score was, but I remember it being like 52-6 or something like that, maybe 55-6. Ravens stomped on, who the hell was it? I don't even remember. Who the hell did the Ravens even play? They beat them so bad, I can't even. Oh, the Rams. That's what I was talking to somebody at the arcade, and I'm like, the Rams aren't a bad team. They stomped the Rams. So, if the Saints beat the Ravens, that's crazy. It's 45-6. Okay, for some reason I thought 55-6, 45-6. Rams. I know. Jesus Christ. I keep forgetting. I gotta update the chat. But yeah, the Rams aren't a bad team. The Rams have got to be one of the other most disappointing teams of the year. Who would you guys that watch football? Who would you say is the most disappointing team of this year? The Rams got to be up there, man. The Rams were supposed to come in like gangbusters. They were the ones that beat the Saints last year. I can't remember now. But the Rams literally should be like on top of the world right now. They had the amazing game last year against the Chiefs, I believe. I'm pretty sure they had a crazy game against the Saints last year too, unless that was this year. All I know is the Rams getting beat up like that. The freaking Ravens are freaking crazy good. Right now, Drew Brees is 11 of 12. Missed that one pass when I said Drew Brees is flawless right now. So let's see if Drew Brees misses this pass, because it's 3rd and 2, and I just said he's flawless again. So let's see if Drew Brees decides to miss another pass, and then I will never speak of it again. Up the middle, and he got stopped for a loss of 2. The Saints are going to have to kick back to the Falcons again, and they're deep, man. The Saints are like, I don't even know if they're past the 5-yard line. Let me see where they're at. Yeah, they've got to be past the 5. Oh, no, maybe they got put back, though. It looks like boop, boop. Where is he? All right, he's at the 10-yard line. So they're going to kick it from the 10-yard line. Falcons are getting the ball back. So the Saints had that bang-up drive, but they also started from the 30-yard line after a Taysom Hill punt block. So the Saints aren't doing amazingly good on offense. I mean, they're doing good considering, but nothing mind-blowing yet. This is good practice for Saints. Test their crunch time nerves. Yep, I would say you're correct. Vikings, great team as well, D4C. I love the Vikings. Vikings are like, nothing against them. I don't love them like I like the Packers and everything else, but nothing against the Vikings, and they're doing very good this year too. These are teams that are definitely making the playoffs at this point. You got Seahawks, Ravens, Vikings, the Saints. What am I talking about? I was like, the Patriots. Who else is in that boat? Guarantees I'm talking. These teams are like guaranteed. Oh, the Chiefs. But the Chiefs are definitely going to make it. But the Chiefs are like getting a little sloppy. They're not as good as they were. I would say those are 6 solid teams. Chiefs, Patriots, Vikings, Seahawks, Saints, and who are the other guys I just said? Ravens. 6 teams. Those 6 teams pretty much guaranteed. If the Saints win this game, I could be wrong, but if the Saints win this game, I'm almost positive they are mathematically already clinching their division. They'll be 10-2, and the next ones behind them are the Panthers, who are 5-6, and the Saints beat them. So even if the Panthers won out, they'd be 10-6. If the Saints lost every game from here on, if they won this, they would be 10-6. They'd be tied with the Panthers. No one else has a chance. The Falcons and the Tampa Bay Bucks are out. So the only ones would be the Panthers. The Panthers would have to win all 5 games. The Saints would have to lose all 5 games. So if they win this, because of the tiebreaker in the division, I think the Saints will mathematically be division clinching this game. I could be wrong. There might be a slim chance if the Panthers win out and the Saints lose out, they could have a better division record, maybe, because I didn't look at it. But that's not going to happen. The Saints aren't going to lose 5 games in a row after having a 9-2 start. So basically, this game, if they win, the Saints are pretty much clinched. The Rams are suffering a Super Bowl hangover. Rams are major disappointment, like the Falcons and the Cowboys. Yeah, I would say Cowboys are definitely disappointment. Rams are a bigger disappointment. I would say the Falcons are a huge disappointment. I have Matt Ryan as my quarterback on fantasy football. I'm pretty sure he was the only quarterback I drafted in that league. I have 3 different leagues. But I was expecting a lot out of the Falcons. They're a scary team usually. Usually the Saints are neck and neck with them through the middle of the season, and it's like basically a battle. Like this game in a normal season would have been like highlight of the week probably. But being as the Falcons are 3-8, it's basically just practice. Like what's the name again? Satchcat 7 Network said the same thing. It's basically practice for them, but a win will clinch. So there's a little bit riding on it. Not that they won't clinch it at some point anyway, but that'd be nice to clinch it in week 13 on Thanksgiving Day. I would love that. If it's even possible. Someone in the chat could maybe figure it out. But I'm pretty sure the Saints will clinch if they win this. I'm sure there's a site somewhere that has it all mathematically pinned out already. Falcons got the ball. It's now it's 3rd and about 7, and they're almost at midfield. The Saints kicked it off to them, but they were deep. The Saints were at like the 2-yard line or something, or the 10-yard line. But by the time the kicker gets the ball, they're like end zone basically. So it's 3rd and 8. This is just going back and forth, guys. After the first touchdown, it's just back and forth, back and forth. All right, Matt Ryan, 3rd and 8. He's back far. They're not likely to run this ball. Matt Ryan going back, launching it. And there's a flag. I knew it was going to happen. Ridley again. Whenever the Falcons doubt themselves, they just toss it up into double coverage to Ridley, and the Saints do a pass interference. And I'm not going to lie, both times it was pass interference. So the Saints shouldn't be doing that. They were double covering Ridley. Matt Ryan literally threw it up into double coverage. They could have easily just missed it, and they jumped on top of Ridley. The refs are talking about it. I'm pretty sure it was Eli Apple again, too, who did the first one. Could have been Lattimore, though. It could have been both of them. I think it was Eli Apple and Lattimore. Here's the call. Pass interference. Who is it? 25. Eli Apple again. So Eli Apple got both huge pass interference calls against Ridley. And every time, Matt Ryan just knew it. And Matt Ryan underthrew the ball. Ridley had them beat. Ridley literally had to stop short. That's why they kind of ran into him. Honestly, that was like, I mean, it's probably a good call, but still. The Saints already have 3 penalties for 72 yards. 2 of those were on Ridley because of Apple, and it was probably 50 yards of the penalties. Touchdown, Falcons. Damn it. After that call, they were like in the red zone. Falcons touchdown. Ugh. All because of a major pass interference call. It was debatable, but it was pass interference. Yeah, they got the ball at the 16-yard line, and then they just right down the middle. Touchdown. Matt Ryan. First touchdown for that guy. Tight end Graham, I believe it was. Never heard of him, and that's to be expected. And they missed the extra point. The first extra point missed in this guy's career, but he is a newer kicker. Newer kicker, missed the extra point. It is 7-6. The Saints are winning still. I never even heard of that kicker. It looks like an Asian kicker named Kim, but I've never heard of him. It said he's a rookie. First one he ever missed, he probably only had a couple. Let's see here. Kylie Jenner. If that is actually Kylie Jenner, is it Kaylee Jenner? Kylie Jenner? I think it's Kylie Jenner. If this is actually her, then thank you for joining my chat and invite me to Beverly Hills or something. Where do they live? Is that California? All right, let me see. Don't trust Cousins in big games. I don't trust... for some reason, I thought you, because I was talking about my cousin living with my brother before, I thought you meant don't trust my cousin. But I get it. You're talking about Kirk Cousins. Don't trust him in the big games. Let's go Saints. Kylie Jenner. What about the 49ers? Oh, yes. I knew I was missing a team. I'm not a big fan of the 49ers. Like I said, it's one of the teams I don't hate, but they're at the bottom of my list as far as watchability. They did a whole lot of nothing since Joe Montana, but they're not, I don't hate them. But yes, the 49ers 100% are a stellar team. I knew I was forgetting someone. I'm like, there's someone with a really good record I'm forgetting. Yeah, 49ers in there. Thank you, Void. You think looking into the XFL when the Saints lose to the playoffs? When the Saints lose the playoffs, if they do, which they won't, if they lose the Super Bowl, I'll check out XFL. If Saints win today, they clinch the division, no doubt. That's what I figure. Mathematically, though, I'm assuming yes, because the only ones that could tie them if they lose out are the Panthers, and they beat the Panthers, and I think they beat them twice already. So that would mean they break the tie. So mathematically, it should be. I just can't remember because I don't have a thing in front of me to see. They can't both go 10-6 because the Saints are playing Panthers week 17. Oh. Yeah, but they can still both go. Yeah, they can both go 10-6 because the Saints could lose if the Panthers win all the games and the Saints lose all the games. So the Saints would have to lose week 17, Panthers would have to win, and Panthers would have to win every other game, which means they didn't play the Panthers twice. So the next tiebreaker, usually it's who wins the most matches, but they'd be 1-1 there. So it'd go to division, but I'm pretty sure the Saints will have a better, but see, we won't know until it comes down to it. So they both can go 10-6. The Saints would just have to lose every game, and the Panthers would have to win every game. If the Saints win this. But the way this game is going, the Falcons could win this game. So basically, if they win this game, it's like a 99% chance they clinch. Because, like I said, the Saints aren't going to lose 5 in a row. Even if Breeze goes down again, cross my fingers he doesn't, but even if Breeze goes down again, he just threw his 10,001th pass, Drew Brees. Brett Favre has the NFL record with 10,169. So 168 more passes, and Drew Brees has the NFL record. I'm sure he's catching up to Brady with touchdowns too. Brady got the record for touchdowns, passed Drew Brees because Brees got knocked out for 5 games. So while Drew Brees was knocked out, Tom Brady started building on that freaking record. But Drew Brees since then has been throwing touchdowns. But so has Tom Brady. It's going to basically depend on who quits first. Whoever quits first is going to lose all the records. If Brees outlasts Brady, Brees will probably get most of the records. But I feel like Brady is going to keep playing. I feel like they're just going to go back and forth. How crazy is that we live in a time where Drew Brees and Tom Brady have been playing so long that they are basically neck and neck at multiple records. There's a lot of records I think Drew Brees is way ahead on, like yardage records, stuff like that. Like that one right there. I don't know where Tom Brady is on that list, but Drew Brees just threw number 10,000. Tom Brady's got to be close. Tom Brady's got to be in the 10,000s too, or close to it, because the dude wins games. Do you like Scarface? I do like Scarface. The Panthers could still win the division. The Panthers they can't both go. I guess you recorrected yourself, Boyd, because now you're saying the Panthers could still win the division. Panthers are not that good. They're going to lose a few more games. Watch. Yeah, I'm sure the Panthers. That's the other thing. I'm saying the Saints aren't going to lose them all. The Panthers aren't going to win them all. The Panthers have been so, like, hot and cold that the Panthers aren't going to win 5, and the Saints aren't going to lose 5. So, even if it's not even if it's mathematically possible that they don't clinch, it's very, very unlikely. Did you see the wrestler with Mickey Rourke? Yes. Kim Kaplan? No, his last name is Kim. It's an Asian kicker on the Falcons, and his last name is Kim because it's on his jersey. Why has Teddy Bridgewater got his helmet on is what I want to know. It almost looked like Teddy Bridgewater was going to like come in or something. Drew Brees, pass, caught, first down. Is that? Who is that? Oh, Jared Cook. Tight end Jared Cook. I don't know how many yards he gained, but he got a first down. Oh, and I never took my shot for the Falcons. You guys got to remind me. It's all your fault. No, I'm just joking. I wouldn't have got to the chat anyway. Young Ho Ko was on the Patriots this season and Falcons signed him. Oh, maybe it didn't. So is that who's on the Falcons? I guess that's what you're saying. I could have sworn it said KIM. Jared Cook. Did I leave him in? I think he's on my bench. No, wait, no. Oh, that's not Jared Cook. It's Teddy Ginn Jr. Teddy Ginn Jr. Pass caught on the sideline, shook a guy that was a. Wait, is that Jared? Oh, no, it is Jared Cook. I could have. Oh, it is Jared Cook. For some reason, I thought it said Ginn. Jared Cook is doing work. That was about a 30-yard catch and run, and he stiff-armed the shit out of that guy. That guy had him dead to rights, stiff-armed the shit out of him. It is first and goal. That might have been more than 30 yards. First and goal on the 10-yard line. Saints ball, 7-6 because the Falcons missed the extra point. Kamara right up the middle, 6. 2nd and 4. And they're on the 4-yard line. What channel is it? Chris Patterson Jr. It's on NBC. It's televised Thanksgiving night game. It is NBC and someone's injured on the play. 2 people, a Saints guy and a Falcons guy are injured. They're laying on each other. Their legs are twisted together. I don't know what happened. It is timeout, guys. But Chris Patterson Jr., if you're still here, it is NBC Thanksgiving night football game. It should be televised everywhere as far as I know, at least in America. But I don't know where you'd stream it or anything. Whenever I don't get them live, I just stream it on my, I use my cable provider and I stream it on my computer or my phone or wherever else. Do they include playoffs with those stats though? Ryan, they do not. Those stats do not include playoffs. I know this because Tom Brady has been in so many. If they included playoffs, Tom Brady would blow away every record. And it's kind of unfair because you could say, well, they made it to the playoffs, then make it to the playoffs. But it is kind of unfair because there are stellar quarterbacks and other players. That's why there are stellar players that are played for crappy teams. So it'd be really unfair to only count the stats in the playoffs. But there is a second category of playoff stats, and then there is another category of playoffs and regular season combined. If you do that, Tom Brady has like every record in the world. If you count playoffs and regular season, no one would beat Tom Brady, because that would give Tom Brady, like, I think they did the math. You count 4 games in the playoffs if you make it through. Some of them are bye weeks, though, if you did good like the Patriots usually do. So let's say you have 3 extra games if you have a bye week in the playoffs, counting the Super Bowl. Tom Brady has made 17 Super Bowls. How many? He's made 17 championship games, I think, or 18 championship games in 20 years or 19 years. All I know is if you counted them, that would give him like 3 seasons of games, like 16 season games. That would give him like 30 or 40 extra games. That would be literally like playing 3 more years in the NFL. So it would be very unfair. So they got to separate the two. I get it. It makes sense. Brady has 9,814 attempts. So Breeze is about 200 above him. And that would be about, he has attempts. That was completions, I think. Now I'm not sure. Ryan, I'm not sure, but I think they said Drew Brees just got his 10,000th completion. Attempts, he's probably got 16,000. No, he's pretty accurate. He's probably got like 12 or 13,000 attempts. I'm pretty sure they said completions. Now I'm not positive, but you could probably look that up. If it's completions or attempts, if that was 10,000 attempts, then Brady is right on his heels by he's only back about 5 games. Brady has 6,277 completions. Breeze has 6,740. Okay, so Brady is on his heels, but Breeze is more accurate. Breeze threw a lot more than Brady, I would say, overall, and Breeze is probably more accurate. I would say he's got to be more accurate. I think Drew Brees has the highest accuracy rating of any quarterback in history, I think. If you count like longevity, I'm pretty sure Drew Brees has the highest percentage of completion rating of any quarterback. Lifetime. All right, guys. 3rd and goal. Passing complete there by Drew Brees. 3rd and goal. 4-yard line. Drew Brees. Oh, my God. Drew Brees could have ran it in, but he's not a running quarterback. Threw it to Jared Cook. Jared Cook dropped the ball. I want to see what happened there. I'm pretty sure Drew Brees could have trotted in the end zone, but he threw it because that's what he does. Oh, no. He would have got killed. He was a lot further back than it looked. He was at about the 8-yard line when he threw it, and there was a guy that easily could have picked up on him, and you don't want Drew Brees getting jacked up doing something you don't need to do. So here goes Will Lutz with a field goal attempt. 7-6. Saints winning. 22-yard field goal. Easily done. 10-6 Saints. And Ryan said Brady has had 40 games in the playoffs. So you'd have 3.5, basically, little less, 3.5 more seasons than anyone else if they counted it. Would be very unfair. You figured you make about say Tom Brady gets on average 4,000 yards a season. That would give him like 12,000 more yards. They probably have the stat. I'm sure Ryan or one of them even saw it already. But my guess is in those 40 games, if you just count playoffs, Tom Brady's got to have 12,000 plus yards. Probably closer to 15,000. Because he's had some crazy good playoff games. He probably has close to 13 or my guess would be 14,000 yards in the playoffs. That's my guess. Someone will probably look it up. But I would say Tom Brady, 14,000 yards throwing in the playoffs. Brady has played 2.5 seasons worth of playoff games. 40 games. So, Rye, that's 3.5 seasons. 16 games in a season. Oh, I am crazy, Rye. You are 100% right. 2.5. Why did I do weird math? Oh, I was counting 12 games a season. I am wrong. You are right. So let me lower my average now. 2.5 seasons would be, all right, so he's probably about 10,000 yards throwing. I will retract my previous number, thinking he did another season. Probably around 10,000 throwing yards. And most quarterbacks in the NFL like that aren't superstar status, only they end their career at like probably like 20,000 yards. So he's got half the normal yardage of a quarterback in the playoffs. That's crazy talk. Falcons, 20-yard line, loss of 2. Loss of 2. If you want to annoy them more, say LeBron is LOL. If you want to annoy them more, did I miss something? Have you seen the Star Wars Despecialized Edition? Despecialized. What does that D4 say? Is that the thing with Vader fighting Obi-Wan? I don't know. I'm not clear on that. Every time people mention Larry Bird, every time people mention how great Jordan was, I call Larry Bird the greatest of all time. I don't believe it. It's unnecessary and angers people, so it's funny to me. I wouldn't get angry, but I would definitely disagree with you, but you're obviously saying you know better. But yeah, I wouldn't get mad, but I would definitely say you are not accurate on that. Jordan is definitely better than Larry Bird. 100%. It's unnecessary and blah, blah, blah. Let's see where I'm at now. Remember when Drew Brees spun into the end zone? Yes. He like collided with 3 guys that all kind of like laid off on the gas because they thought we're going to stop him. And 3 guys like banged off him. What was that? Wasn't that in the playoffs? I feel like that was in the playoffs last year or really close to the playoffs. I'm pretty sure it was a playoff game because I was like, oh my God, Drew Brees is going to die. And he just banged into him and rolled around and like fell into the end zone basically. 11,179 yards in the playoffs, and that's against all good teams since it's playoffs. Agreed. I said probably about 10,000, so I would have said that it was like a low guess. But no, it does not surprise me at all. Breeze was 4,759 in 15 playoff games. So Breeze, like statistically speaking, Breeze definitely gets more yardage and stuff, but it doesn't matter how you do it if you win Super Bowls, and Tom Brady wins them. So I'm not being like Breeze is a better quarterback than Brady, even though he may be. I'm not saying he's not. All I'm saying is they're better in different ways. Brady has the record for the most touchdown passes to different receivers and stuff like that. So Brady, oh my God. On 1st and 10, the defense shot right up the middle, and the Saints may have just killed the running back. Alonzo got him just right through and slam. Here's the replay. Alonzo shoots right through Kiko Alonso, right through. No one there. Nailed Hill, the running back. Like, friggin' nailed him. Like, I don't even think Hill had full control of the ball. 2nd and 13, so they lost 3 yards. But they're at midfield. The Falcons aren't messing around. They do a nice little screen pass, and he got the first down. 39-yard line. They're on the cusp of field goal range. And I didn't take a shot again, guys. That was in 2018 versus the Falcons. What was 2000? Remember when? Oh, 2018 versus the Falcons. So was it a wild card game? Was it like the Falcons got in as a wild card, or was it the last game of the season, 2018? I feel like it was a playoff game, but I don't know. I don't know if it was. Maybe it was like one of the last games of the season. Falcons, 1st and 10. Pass over the heads to Hill. First down, 12 yards. Now they're well within field goal range. I'm going to take a shot because, I almost chased it with the... I got to put this over here. I almost just chased my shot with a full cup of bourbon. It was week 3. Damn. I feel like I was so hyped for that game. Maybe because the Falcons are like a division game. I feel like I was so hyped for that game when Breeze rolled off that dude. Oh, well. Thank you, Void, for the input. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody, for helping me out with the stats and stuff. It's good to know when you guys are helping me out there, because otherwise I would keep talking about it and wonder. Yeah, so I'm going to take this shot. It's a little bit of a hearty shot, but I haven't taken one for the last couple, so. That was definitely a hearty shot. It didn't even fit in my mouth. This is clearly a bigger shot glass than that. Whoa. Yeah, I thought they were measured out exact. Maybe I had too much of this in my mouth. I don't know. All I know is there's a lot of freaking liquid in that shot. Are you going to stream on Sunday? Kidding, season 2 starts February. Oh, I think you're saying kidding, season 2 starts February. I'm like, of what? But you're talking about kidding. Maybe D4C, I know we've talked about it many times, Jim Carrey show. How many episodes? What channel? How long are the episodes? Maybe I'll throw it up and get it. Like maybe when Barry's over, because I'm going to try to blow through Barry. Maybe when Barry's over, I'll do kidding. I don't see anyone react to it or anything, though. That could be a good and a bad thing. It could mean that no one's discovered it yet, and it's really good. Or it could mean no one cares, and I don't want to add new shows that no one's going to watch. I haven't even finished half the shows I did start. So definitely got to get rolling with that. But I'm very intrigued because it's brought up in every live stream. Kidding. Despecialized Edition is a fan-made HD release with all the extra stuff cut out, no weird color filter, no washed-out images, and is as close to the original as possible. Really? I did hear about that now that you're saying it, but I did not see it. Is it downloadable? Do you have to buy it? I mean, I'm sure you could download it somewhere, but I mean, like, is it like, could you purchase a digital copy? There's a challenge on a play I was missing when I'm talking. It's the Saints are challenging something, but I have to see what happened. It even keeps the original scene of Greedo shooting first as was always intended. Interesting. You guys saw my video about, I mean, I'm sure by now you all know, but you saw my video. The first day I had Disney Plus, I watched New Hope randomly. I didn't watch any other Star Wars movie. I was editing up Mandalorian, and I was like, I'm in a Star Wars mood, and they're all at the tip of my finger. So I did A New Hope, and they redid the Greedo Han scene. And I did a video about it because I was like, holy crap, I can't believe that's actually happened. Like, not that I loved or hated it. I just can't believe that Disney actually altered the scene. 25 to 32 minutes, 10 episodes. It's a showtime. All right, 10. We'll see, D4C. February is not that far away. When does it start? Early February, late February? Because I'm thinking by the time I finish Barry, it's going to be like Christmas. By the time I get through with Barry season 2, I mean. By the time I do season 2 of Barry, I'm probably going to run through that quick, throw them up on Patreon first, edit them up. But by the time I'm done with Barry, I hope it is around Christmas time. So that'll give me like a month or two to do something else. So maybe kidding. I'm watching a commercial right now for The Irishman. Who has seen The Irishman, guys? I watched it twice yesterday because even though it's not the greatest thing I ever saw, it was really good. It like totally set me back. Like the whole thing with Al Pacino, Joe Pesci, and Robert De Niro all sitting in a room together talking, even though it's de-aged and stuff like that. It was so great to watch as a fan of Goodfellas and Casino and growing up around those movies. I am born in 81, so I was like a teenager, like anywhere from 8 to a teenager when all these movies started coming out. So I grew up with them, and I'm Italian. I'm 100, well, not 100, I'm 50% Sicilian, 50% Irish. So the Italian in me loves mafia movies, and they did a phenomenal job with The Irishman. Great, great stuff. Watched it twice. It is almost a 3.5 hour movie. Oh, I see what happened now. The Falcons caught the ball, and they ruled it a catch, and the guy definitely did not catch it. It rolled on the grass, so we win the challenge. And it is Young Ho Ko. I'm saying that right, I think. The kicker is Young Ho Ko, and he is now kicking the ball, and he missed it again. He missed a 42-yard field goal and missed the extra point. This is literally reminiscent of the Panthers game last week. Their kicker is missing every chance to get him in the game. They're down by 4 points, and they missed an extra point and a field goal. 4 points. They could be tied right now. It is almost halftime. It's about 3 minutes left in the first half. They could have been tied with the Saints. Instead, the Saints are up by 4 because their kicker is missing everything. And I love it. What are the odds of that, man? Like, the Panthers missed so many kicks last week on Sunday. It wasn't even a week ago. Great stuff. February 9th. So we'll see what happens, D4C. D4C, did you look at Patreon yet? I don't know if you were in the chats when I was saying there's a Patreon now. I did a video on it. Steph's a tier 3. Great One Kid's a tier 3. Daniel's a tier 3. It's $10 a month, but you get to select your own pilot episode of a TV show every month, or you can have me continue the show you chose or any other show that I haven't started or something like that. However you want to do it. Daniel D did not pick the second episode of Next Generation. He wants me to start Discovery. So I'm going to be doing Star Trek Discovery tomorrow, and it will be up by Sunday. Steph picked Banshee. I don't know if Steph's still in the chat, but Steph picked Banshee, and Great One Kid has got to pick one. Young Ho Ko. There was a ViewMaster named Lenny in the Toy Story films. Yes, there was. Kidder96. Kidder96, I believe you are new. Welcome to the chat. Watching the Saints game and talking about nonsense. The Saints are winning 10-6. 3 minutes left. Saints got the ball. They could easily score again before the half. Way to say Young Ho Ko. It's like Young Wei Ko. Koo. Oh, Young Wei Koo. Ryan, is that right? Young Wei Koo? I think that's right. I just liked it to rhyme. Young Ho Ko. It rhymed. It sounded cool. Breeze. Pass. Green pass. Kamara. Oh, 1 yard short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. Running down to the 2-minute warning now, and the Saints will probably let it happen. Falcons aren't going to take a timeout because that'll just give the Saints more time. So it's going to be 3rd and 1. Will the Saints convert? And the Saints are already running downfield. They're at the 30-yard line. So the Saints, 3rd and 1, and Taysom Hill is coming in. Here we go, guys. Up, and then they called him back. Timeout. Up. Oh no. The time and the 2-minute warning, the clock and the play clock were 1 second apart. I'm like, what are they doing? Why aren't they calling a timeout? They let the clock tick to 2. So it is 2-minute warning, 3rd and 1. The Saints are in field goal range. I watched the video when it came out and I asked about movies. Oh, no, D4C, there's another video now that I launched the Patreon. So the first video was asking what your guys' input was. There's a new video I posted last week, I believe. It is launched, and all the Mandalorian episodes are up in full. There's Misfits videos up in full. There's Barry episodes up. Both episodes of Deadwood, the 11th episode and the finale of season 1. All that stuff is up in full on Patreon right now. I just got to edit them up this Sunday when I'm not watching the Saints and get them out to YouTube. But if you guys want to see any of the full reactions to any of those shows, eventually I'm going to start throwing up as much as I can when I get the gigs. I said it costs me $20 a month right now. It's costing me $20 a month to get 20 gigs a month to throw up on Patreon. The more money I make with Patreon, the more gigs I'll buy, the more stuff I'll get, the faster it'll be out. Once it's up there, it stays on the channel. On the Patreon. So I try to get up as much as I can with the gigs I'm provided. I make sure I get out the full reactions of the stuff I need to, like pilot episode, stuff like that. But if you guys want to get a jump on, I literally finished Barry, Misfits, and Deadwood. All of them are up in full, and I'm up to date on Mandalorian. So tonight, 3 a.m. Mandalorian. Who's watching it? I stay up till 3 a.m. and watch Mandalorian. I am very, very into Mandalorian. One of the best Star Wars things I've seen since the original trilogy. Maybe the best thing. I was a huge fan of Rogue One because of all the feels and the nostalgia. Loved me Force Awakens too. I didn't like Last Jedi as much. I don't hate on it like other people. But Mandalorian is freaking great. Let's see what's here. I'm back. I'm still hovering around. I'm listening to this and watching Captain America: First Avenger. Steph, I think we talked about this before. Captain America: First Avenger was one of my least favorite Marvel movies. I have since rewatched it, and now I think it was just that like I didn't buy into Captain America in the beginning, and since it was like the second or third movie, I think it was Iron Man, Hulk, and then Captain America. I think that's the order it went. Maybe Thor was first, but I feel like it was in the very beginning. I didn't really dig Captain America. Now that I love Chris Evans' portrayal of him and how awesome he fits into the story, watching the first Avenger again, I was really into it. Taysom Hill up the middle, all the way for the touchdown. 3rd and 1. Taysom Hill has both touchdowns in this game. He had the biggest hole ever, and that sounds very perverted, but Taysom Hill had the biggest hole I've ever seen, run right up the middle. What were they, at the 30-yard line? No one was near him. He like made it look silly. What was, I gotta re-see it. Come on, show me again. Let me see. Happened, it took 7 seconds. He sprinted like 30 plus yards for the touchdown. 2-minute warning ended. Right up the middle. Took him 7 seconds. Why aren't you showing me the replay? Oh, I guess they want to see the kick first. Here's Lutz with the extra point. It's right down the middle. No issue for Lutz. Lutz is pretty solid, pretty consistent. No flags. 17-6 Saints. Both touchdowns by Taysom Hill. They were at the 25, 30. They're at the 30-yard line. Taysom Hill shoots right up as quarterback. I didn't even realize. I thought he got handed off. Taysom Hill was quarterback and had the biggest hole I've ever seen. Not that, maybe not that I've ever seen, but it was, guys, no one even got a hand on him. The closest guy to him was like a foot away and tried to reach him. He had them totally dead to rights. Even Drew Brees is like lit up like a firework. He like can't believe how open he was. Oh my God, man. They know it's going to Taysom Hill. He was the quarterback. You know it's either a quarterback sneak or some weird trick play when Taysom Hill's in at quarterback. And he just went right up the freaking middle. Crazy good, guys. 17-6. Saints are up 11 points. Now it's a 2-possession game because of that missed field goal. 2-possession game. Minute 50 left in the second quarter. Let me see here. What position does Taysom Hill play? Taysom Hill is a quarterback running, like he's basically like a halfback that plays quarterback or a quarterback that plays halfback. He was supposed to take over. He has a number like a quarterback. So I guess technically on paper he is a quarterback, but he plays halfback all the time and comes in for Drew Brees as quarterback all the time. But that's why when Brees went out, I was mad, and I was like, why don't they put Taysom Hill in? Taysom Hill has been a backup forever, and then they got Bridgewater last year, or this year, and put him right in. And Bridgewater did great, so I can't really say much, but I just wanted Taysom Hill to get the starting position at that point. Falcons catch, 8 yards, 2nd and 2. They got plenty of time to score before the half. They got all their timeouts. Saints got all their timeouts. Minute 40 on the clock. Have you tried street corn? I don't know if you mean just corn bought off the street or that is a specific thing that means something else. First down, Falcons at about the 44-yard line. So they're making moves, doing quick work. Matt Ryan is great at the quick drills. He can move downfield quick. Matt Ryan, I would say like Matt Ryan, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, statistically speaking, those 4 guys are for Phillip Rivers, if you want to include him, all solid guys. Ben Roethlisberger, who isn't playing right now, they're all good in the 2-minute drill. So I will not be surprised if the Falcons score. I wouldn't even be surprised if the Saints get the ball back and they score again. I got to take a shot anyway, guys. So I'm going to do it in the littler one. God damn it. I keep getting tickles in my throat all day. I feel I'm like very dried out, and I keep getting Tickles in my throat and then go into coughing fits. Have you tried street corn? I got to figure out what that is. Every position at Ryan. What position does Oh, every position. Yes, basically. You finished all of Misfits, Ryan. I finished season 1. Season 1 is completely done. I only have up to episode 4 on YouTube, but episode 5 and 6 are up in full on Patreon. Steph already saw them, I believe. Teeny Steve Rogers is messing with my head. Tiny Steve Rogers is messing with my head. Yes. It's very weird, but done well. Will you go live for Mandalorian? Great one, kid. I usually don't, because honestly, I like doing live streams for stuff like this where I can't really show it, and no one would care to see the Saints game later on. It's not like a TV show where you're like, oh, you find me later, and you're like, let's watch that. No one wants to see an old football game chopped up. So I try to do the live reactions with that. The only thing I've done shows live, like Rick and Morty and stuff, but that's just because I don't have enough time to edit up Rick and Morty. So I do live for newer shows like that if I want to. If I do the Mandalorian live, it ruins the effect of when I do the reactions. Because when I do the reactions, I could do it like professional and have myself on one camera and the thing on another and stuff like that. When I do it live, it kind of like makes the reaction weirder, because then people talk to me in the chat and I'm not really paying attention to the show, and I'm talking to people about something, and then something happens, and it's like really weird and bizarre. So I don't do live reactions to shows I'm putting on YouTube anymore, just for the fact that it makes it really weird and hard to edit later. Oh. Falcons fumbled the ball. Yeah, it looks like he does have control. The Falcons looked like they fumbled it, but they didn't. It's still 4th down either way. But I think they might be in field goal range. We are going to see. 26 seconds in the first half. 17-6. Saints are winning. Taysom Hill has 2 touchdowns in the game. 4th and 3. I don't think they're in field goal range. I think they're going to have to go for it. I mean, they could either punt it or go for it, but I think they're going to go for it. And it looks like they are. Matt Ryan's coming out on the field. Let me take this shot as a negative. This is a hex on Matt Ryan shot. There we go. That was the hex on Matt Ryan shot. No, they're at the 50-yard line. I thought they're at the 40, so I was like, it's doable. They are not doable field goals, especially when your kickers missed an extra point and a 40-yarder. Matt Ryan runs it for the first down and a lot more. 40-yard line, they got to take the timeout. They're at the 40-yard line, so now they're where I thought they were. I thought they were at the 40 before. They're at the 40 now. They got 1 timeout left, 1st and 10, 19 seconds. So they can still do some passes. They can run it out of bounds. They still got a timeout if they want to run it, but that'd be silly. Running it right now would be silly. You're just wasting time. They got to go for a pass on the outside, run out of bounds. If they don't get out of bounds, use their timeout. 19 seconds is a lot of time. 40 yards, though. And now they got the kicker guy on the sideline getting ready, but he has fucked up. Matt Ryan, pass, caught, 30, about the 32-yard line. They're running it down. He's going to spike it. He's not using his timeout. Oh. Nope, he used it. They used their final timeout. I would too. You don't spike the ball. And they threw it right up the middle. So they weren't even trying to go outside out of bounds. They went right up the middle. But now they're in an easier field goal position. But this guy is missing, man. Shanked it left. Missed it by 6 feet on the first one. They're showing it now. Shanked it left. Missed it by inches on the second one. So he keeps shanking it left. Really bad, the first one. The first one was an extra point. All right, it's 1st and 10, 11 seconds. They got no timeouts, guys. So they got to go end zone or frickin' spike the ball. Matt Ryan, far side, no good. They might have time for one more throw, but it's 8 seconds. Oh, no, they're going to send him out. 2nd and 10, 45-yard attempt. It actually has the stats. They're giving him a 70% chance right now. 45-yarder, because of his statistics, because of the fact he just missed an extra point and a field goal, they're giving him a 70% chance on a 45-yarder. But this will actually leave a couple seconds on the clock for the Saints. But the Saints will just take a knee unless they run it back. Saints call a timeout. Saints timeout. Here's Younghoe Koo. What? They just had a video of Younghoe Koo kicking it off he kicked the ball off the stand and then ran up and did a backflip kick for about 20 yards. So how is this man accurate doing backflips from 20 yards, but he can't make an extra point? All right, here we go, guys. Younghoe Koo, 45-yarder. He's already missed 1 from 42 and 1 for an extra point. Right down the middle. He has redeemed himself. And it would have been good from 57. So he had some oomph in that kick. I like the new stats they show. I never seen that before. Those of you who are watching along with me, is that normal on the night game? I've never seen that in a game before. They're literally showing the speed of the kick, the distance it's missing if it goes right or left, and the distance it would make based on the length. I don't think I've seen that done before. Maybe I just don't pay attention because I'm looking down, but I definitely don't remember seeing that anytime soon. So they're going to have 3 seconds, guys. They're basically just going to take a knee. The Saints aren't the type of team that tries anything funny, especially with the lead. If they were losing and they had to, probably try something. But they're going to go in 17-9. It's a one-possession game because the Falcons missed an extra point and a field goal. So they got to go for a 2-point conversion, basically. But it's going to go to halftime 17-9. Saints winning. They squib kicked it. Saints picked it up. 2-1, knee, over. All right. Second half goes to the Saints. The kickoff at the second half goes to the Saints. That's halftime, guys. 17-9. Let me go into the chat. Will you go live? Probably not. If, like, a lot of people... Here's the thing, too, Great One Kid. No, who else is up at 3 in the morning? Some people might be. But the odds of people being up at 3 in the morning... I believe it's midnight in California, so it'd probably be a lot of West Coast people, which isn't a big deal. I'm not saying I don't like West Coast people. I'm just saying I'm up at 3 in the morning, and I like to film it the right way and stuff like that. So unless like a billion people wanted to like watch it live, I just feel like it's a weird time to watch stuff live with people. Also, I usually tend to stay on for hours during the live stream, and after doing this, I'm going to probably be on for 4 or 5 hours, so I need to take a break from live streaming. Normally what I do is after I live stream the football games, I get reminiscent and I watch old reactions to Lost videos. And I know I've been watching Hogwarts Reacts and the Normies. The Hogwarts Reacts is quickly catching up to the Normies. The Normies started Lost months before Hogwarts Reacts, but they only do 1 a week. Hogwarts does 2, sometimes 3 a week. So Hogwarts is rapidly catching up. It's definitely going to pass the Normies to the finale. Unless the Normies jump up their amount of watching, Hogwarts is definitely going to pass them before the finale of like the whole series. So I believe Hogwarts just started season 5, and they got one out on Friday I didn't see. The Normies drop an episode, I want to say on Friday too maybe, or maybe it's Monday. But I didn't see their newest one. But they're almost done with season 5. The Normies are almost done with season 5. And Hogwarts just started season 5. Yeah, they just started season 5. So that's crazy. Because the Normies started, I want to say, months before them. And they're on the same season now. Granted, I think the Normies are about to watch the finale of season 5. But at the rate Hogwarts is going, I think there's 15 or 16 episodes in season 6. Maybe less. So I think Hogwarts is gonna just about pass them, and I feel like they're doing 2 episodes a week so they can catch up, almost like they want to be neck and neck at the end, and I think that'd be cool. So by the time they both reach the finale of the series, we're gonna be able to see both of them. But love me some Lost. Steph does not. Steph, you gotta watch it. Still hovering around, blah, blah, blah. Have you tried cool, blah, blah? I'm trying to read the chat now. Family is back. Gotta go celebrate the rest of Thanksgiving. D4C, I'm sorry I missed that. It was a while ago, probably about 15 minutes, so you're probably gone. About a year ago, I hadn't seen any Marvel stuff, and I watched all of it in chronological order. Watched nothing but Marvel for months. Ryan, I almost feel jealous. Like for Lost, for instance. I get jealous kind of when people get to experience it for the first time. I've watched it all a million times. I love it all for what it is. But like it's like I almost wish I can go back. That's why I like doing the reactions. I love going back, and I never really rewatch myself, but I love reacting to stuff when other people know. It's like very exciting for the other people. I understand it because I watch the Lost reactions because I want to see like what people think of Lost and stuff like that. So I get it. That's why I do them, because I get why people like reaction videos. I just started watching them about 6 months ago. I was never into them. Now I love them. The Marvel movies. I think after all this, all I have left to watch is Winter Soldier and Doctor Strange. So you have, in my mind, one of the best. Winter Soldier's I think I did a ranking at one point. It's all up on YouTube. I did ranking videos of all the Marvel movies before Endgame came out. Now that Endgame came out, though, I think it was before Endgame came out. So I think Winter Soldier was my number 3 or 2. I am not sure on that. It was up there. Winter Soldier was up there. But Endgame was one of my favorites, so I'd have to redo the ranking. Taysom Hill can squat 680 pounds. Dear Lord. Void, I appreciate all the stats. You're a good man. I think street corn is a Mexican dish. I could be wrong. I think you're right, Steph. That's what I was saying. Like, is it the corn you buy on the street, or is it the corn that's like almost like I want to say like overcooked sort of, where it's like more like rough? I don't know. I could be wrong. Who knows? I'll probably see later on in the chat. What do you think of the first season of Misfits? Ryan, I really dig the ending. I would say 4, 5, and 6 were my favorite episodes by far. I also dig time travel, and Curtis got his ability to do, or he got his ability earlier, but he actually started time traveling in 4. But I also love 5 and 6, which didn't involve much time travel, or if that, I don't think it involved any time travel in 5 and 6. All I know is they consistently got better. Episode 1, 2, and 3, I guess had to build up and explain the powers and what was going on and stuff like that. Loved Misfits. I can't wait to get into season 2. And if you didn't see Misfits, spoiler alert, don't listen. But the fact that Nathan is, I was thinking I was saying his real name. No, his name is Nathan in the show. The fact that he is buried alive right now, I'm assuming that Kelly hears thoughts, is going to go to his grave, and that's how he gets out. Don't tell me how it is, because I haven't seen any episodes in season 2 yet. But I'm assuming the only logical explanation would be that Kelly is going to go to his grave and hear him, and that's that. So, I watched the video. Wait. Oh, I got it. For some reason, it keeps scrolling back. I think, Midwest Sports. Yo, what's up, bud? Sorry if I didn't talk to you. I'm new here. I hope you're still in the chat. Midwest Sports. Let me know if you're still in the chat, bud. I like to focus on the game so I don't miss stuff, especially when it's live and it's televised. Normally, the Saints games aren't televised where I am, so I stream them, or I have like a cable provider code that lets me see it, but it's always delayed. I always find out stuff so much later than everybody else. So I try not to miss anything, but hopefully you're still in the chat. We do a lot of talking about rando stuff. Focus on the Saints game when I can. Can you go live for Patreon with Mandalorian? Great one, kid. The problem is, like I said, if I go live, it messes with the reaction because I talk to people. I've seen it done before. I did like Umbrella Academy's live, like towards the end. I think I did the finale live, and I start talking to people in the chat, and then my reaction isn't what it should be because I'll be like, blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, what just happened? And I don't want to rewind it because now it totally blows the whole reaction. So unless it's a show like Rick and Morty where I just don't have time to edit it up, so I just do a live reaction with my sister, I don't want to do live reactions, especially to Mandalorian. I am loving The Mandalorian, one of the better shows I've seen this year. I don't want to like ruin the reaction to it. Welcome, Midwest Sports from Great One Kid. I would have taken some shots with you. I'm off college tomorrow because of St. Andrew's Day, but I got no alcohol in the house. Ryan, if you weren't here earlier, Ryan, I think I said it before you got in the chat. I ran out of wild turkey, so I don't have wild turkey. I ran to the local liquor store that I always get my handles of wild turkey from, and they were closed. I'm not surprised. It's Thanksgiving. Called another liquor store that was like a couple miles down the road, and they're like, we're open till 6, and it was 5:35. And I'm like, oh my God, I have no liquor in the house except for like a bottle of champagne. And I'm not drinking shots of champagne or a bottle of champagne during Thanksgiving Saints game. So I ran down there, got a handle of Jim Beam. Still Kentucky bourbon, you know, Wild Turkey's Kentucky bourbon, but it's 80 proof instead of 101 proof because I get the strong stuff. So the shots I've been taking aren't nearly as strong as, not nearly as strong. 101's a little stronger, obviously. I'm going to take one more now. Ryan, you got no liquor in the house, bud? How does a Boston Patriots fan not have liquor in the house? I'm assuming you live in Boston, Ryan. You probably said that before, but it is freezing cold. And how, as a Boston fan, do you not have liquor in the house? I guess your boys aren't playing today, so I can excuse you slightly. What position? Blah, blah, blah. I don't know why, but the chat keeps scrolling up when I go back. Let me see where I'm at. Can you go live? Welcome. I would have taken shots. I have seen that a couple times. I have seen that a couple times. Right. Are you talking about Lost or The Mandalorian? Because I'm trying to catch up on chat. Ha! What's up, Siva's Watermelon? I just saw you're here. Americans with their silly Thanksgiving. Americans, how did Thanksgiving come about? It was pilgrims and Indians and murder. Me, Great One Kid created it, apparently. I've been watching Hogwarts Reacts too. Right, have you seen Jimmy Macram watch Lost? Right, that's how I got into reaction videos. I'm not kidding you. American Mom and Jimmy Macram were watching Lost. I think American Mom was first. And I literally reached out to American Mom and we chat. And she actually did a shout out video on her channel to me when I first started. If she did it now, I'd probably get 1 million people. But when I'm not kidding you, I had like 15 subscribers. And I literally wrote an email to American Mom. And I was like, hey, I watched all your Lost videos. I found Jimmy Macram from you. Curious to see if you'll be able to help me. And I'm doing The Wire, and no one's done The Wire. At that time, I don't know if anyone else has done it since. I don't think I've seen anybody do The Wire. But I was the only guy that did The Wire, as far as I know, in full. So I think people said some people started it but didn't finish. I'm the only one I know of that has done full reactions, 3-part chop-ups of every season of The Wire till the finale, through the finale. So even if people did it, they didn't do 3-parters. And even if they did some, I don't think they finished it. But American Mom was like, I'll do a shout out to you because I've been meaning to watch The Wire and no one's done it. So I hope other reactors do The Wire because I can't help but think that if any other reactors did, it would draw attention to it. And when you search The Wire, I'm probably on the top of the search now because of all the videos I did. If you count 5 seasons, give or take 10 episodes a season, that's 50 episodes. I broke every episode down into 3 parts. The finale was in 5 parts. Some of them might have been more. It's got to be 50 to 60 videos, right? Wait, no, 3? Say 10? 5 seasons. That's 50 episodes and 3 parters. That's over 150 videos. On my channel, 150 to 200 videos are based on The Wire because there's season reviews, there's best of character videos. So I would say upwards of 150, probably close to 180 videos on my channel of The Wire. So I've got to be up there on the thing. So I hope more reactors react to it. But yeah, I love American Mom, Jimmy Macram. Right now, Jimmy Macram is watching Banshee, but I didn't see it yet, and Steph requested it. So curious to see those once I have caught up. I think Hogwarts only watches that one, and the normies react to about a gazillion anime a week. Yeah, they really jumped on the anime train. I saw that as well too, Steph. Normies, me and my brother, look, the normies react to like 20 or 30 shows a week because there's so many of them. There's like 11 or 12. I was looking at the bobbleheads of themselves or the pop figures they made of themselves. And there is at least 11 or 12 main normie people at this point. So they could really spread it out and watch a billion shows. I'm a one-man band. Except unless you count my brother helping me out with stuff. But he's never in, I mean, not never, but he's rarely in reactions. By the way, guys, I have the entire season 1 of A Good Place reaction live with my brother and my sister from Easter. Was it Easter? I think it was from Easter. Damn, was it that long ago? Oh no, he visited for my birthday. When my brother visited for my birthday in October, early October, we recorded the entire season of Good Place. Maybe I'll throw those up on Patreon too and make it like a little bonus to people. And when I get around to it, I'll edit it up too. Because I got all of them. I just gotta edit out all the bullshit before and after. Because a lot of it is us just like fooling around. Saints fan reactions. Void. Yeah, that was my original name. Saints fan reactions. Saints. Yeah, I mean that's when I did the Wire when I first started. A lot of the videos still say Saints fan. The only reason why I watch cap shit is to keep in touch with people. They're just mostly mad to me. Cap shit? What the frick is cap shit? Did I miss something? Silas, what is cap shit? Scottish? Did you see The Irishman? It was awesome. Silas, I was talking about it before. You must not have been in the chat. I watched it twice yesterday. I reacted to one of them, and I watched it. I was wondering how I should do it, though, because a lot of it is like downtime, which I appreciated because everything on the screen with De Niro and Pesci and Pacino and everybody else, Harvey Keitel, all of it was great in my mind, but there was a lot of like drag out moments and a lot of downtime. I enjoyed it, but I'm thinking like, how do I edit it up? I was almost thinking of doing something different and montaging all the kills. So you'll literally see me react to every kill, like the important kills. Like there's a lot of kills. So I was thinking, and guys, if you saw it, Herc is in it from The Wire. Herc, and who else is in it? Oh, Spiro, that works for the Greeks. Spiro was in it very, very briefly, like all of maybe a minute. Kickoff just happened for the second half, by the way. Saints got the ball, running it back, past the 20, past the 25, past the 30, the 40, the 50, almost to the 40-yard line on the other side, but there's a flag, and it's probably against the Saints because it always is when it's that big of a blowout. Let's see what the call. Leave a block in the back on the Saints. So where did it happen? Robinson. Block, illegal block in the back wasn't necessary. I hate when they're like not even involved in the play. Saints are winning 17-9. Second half just started. And it was an illegal block in the back. Where are they giving the ball? Hopefully it's at least at the 20. I think it happened around the 20, 25, but that would put them back to like the 15. Where are they? Show me the field. It's a one-possession game, but the Falcons have missed a lot of opportunities to make it closer. There's Robertson. It was an illegal block in the back, and it did affect the play. So, all right, I'm good with it. Oh, my God, they're at the freaking 9-yard line. Catch. Michael Thomas, 5 yards. They're back far, guys. Yeah, but The Irishman was great, guys. Watch it twice in a row. Do you guys think that would be fun? Should I do that? I'll just chop up all the kills. Herc. Those of you who've seen it, if you didn't know, Fat Tony is Herc. I was looking at Fat Tony, and I'm like, why does that guy look so familiar? I'm staring at him. Didn't realize the first go-around. 3.5-hour movie. Fat Tony's in it a decent amount. Very well-known mafia guy in real life. The second watch-around, I'm looking, and I'm like, why the hell does Fat Tony look so familiar? It's Herc from The Wire. He's in a fat suit. Either that or Herc got extremely fat because he plays a guy named Fat Tony, but I'm pretty sure he's in a fat suit. Almost looked like Fat Bastard. If you guys have watched The Irishman, you'll know what I'm talking about. Fat Tony, did he not look almost like a skinnier fat bastard? And when I say skinnier, he's still very fat. But it was freaking Herc from The Wire. I was so blown away when I figured it out. I didn't look. I like trying to figure things out. Anyway, 1st and 10, the 19-yard line. They just barely got the first down. There was another screen pass to Kamara. Breeze, sideline, could have been caught by Michael Thomas, but it looked like he slipped again or he tripped or something. 2nd and 10. What's your favorite Scorsese movie? Mine is Silence. Silence. Is that the one with the priest? With Adam Driver? I haven't seen it if that's it. I'm pretty sure that's the one with the priest with Adam Driver. I haven't seen it. I heard good things. It did horrible in the cinemas though. But I haven't seen it. Should I see it? I'm guessing you'd say yes, Seedless. Cap shit is superhero films? Was it a typo or is that some kind of weird slang? 2nd and 10, 19-yard line. Drew Brees fires it out. 2. Kamara, gain of about 4 or 5. 3rd down, guys. Literally, when you search up The Wire reaction, you are number 1. There is nobody else on there. It says you have 41 episodes in season 1. Whatever you are number 1. All right, cool. Thanks for looking, great one, kid. And if you, 41 episodes in season 1 probably, right? I'm pretty sure it's 41 episodes in season 1 because I probably did extra episodes or extra parts for the finale. Then I did like character. I did like a mid-season character thing. Then I did like an end-season character thing. Then I did reviews. I did live streams, I think. That was the first and only show I was doing at the time, so I could do a lot. Then I started piling on my plate. 3rd and 5. Drew Brees toss. Oh my God, Kamara had a chance at it. It was right in his hand, and he knows it. Kamara's looking up at the sky, probably looking at the giant television. Oh, man, he had that guy beat. Jones is covering him. He had him beat. Breeze got it right on his... Let me see that again. Yeah, no, it's Kamara's fault. For a second, I was going to say maybe Breeze overthrew it. Kamara should have had that, and Kamara knows it. He ain't 4th and 5. They're kicking it off from the 26. Falcons are going to have decent field position. Where's it landing? Boom. Oh my God, that guy fielded and got slammed. 34-yard line though. Not bad field position. All right, so Falcons are going to get the ball down 1 possession, but they need the 2-point conversion. If I type in The Wire reaction, your account is at the top. Not a video, but your actual account. Beautiful. Awesome. That's cool to know. I guess because I pump out so much videos and content, I've not even been doing this. I'm almost in this November, December, January. I think I'm at about, actually, no. I'm pretty sure today, literally today, makes 10 months exactly. I think I started January 28th or 27th. Maybe the 27th. So right now I'm about 10 months into the game, got over 2,500 subscribers, almost 900 videos, maybe more at this point. I did a lot of content in the beginning, guys, but I like to see things come of it. So we have lots of friends. We are all friends now. Cool stuff. I dig it. I think my favorite Scorsese film is Casino or The Departed. I can never decide. I love both. I definitely like Casino better than Departed, but I love Departed. I would say... I think Casino might be my favorite, guys. If I had to get one, I just saw The King of Comedy. I had never seen that before this year. I watched it before I saw Joker because it came recommended. Then because I really enjoyed that, I got into a Scorsese kick, and I watched After Hours. Thought that was very good too, but a totally different kind of film. Highly recommend it, just a different kind of film. I still think Casino was phantasmic. Liked it. I mean, yeah, I would say Casino. Maybe. Possibly. Raging Bull is great, but I'm like, the black and white thing takes me out of it. I dig and I respect the art, but black and white takes me like out of it. I still dig it. I love it, but it's like, I like color films better. And Raging Bull was shot in an interesting way. definitely unique and definitely a masterpiece. But if I'm gonna rewatch it, if we're talking rewatchability and not masterpiece quality, I would definitely pick Casino. I've definitely seen Casino more than any other Scorsese film because I just enjoy it. I saw Herc in another movie not long ago. I think it was the Liam Neeson movie Cold Pursuit. I know the movie, Steph, but I don't think I've seen it. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. I think I'm good. I think I like The Departed so much because I love the original Korean movie Infernal Affairs. Yes. And Steph, I'm pretty sure there was a sequel and maybe even a third to that. I definitely saw it. I feel like there was a sequel or a third. Koreans always have good films. I saw Parasite too. I think I talked to you guys about it, but I did see Parasite. Very, very good film. I would not say it was the best film of the year. I definitely wouldn't say it was one of the best films I ever saw. It was tremendously good, but a lot of people told me it is literally one of the best films they've ever seen and the best film of this year. I think The Joker was better. Parasite might be in the top 3, but I think The Joker was still better. And I definitely don't think it's one of the best movies I ever saw. I would definitely watch it again, and I probably will because my sister hasn't seen it. I kind of want to see what she thinks about it. So I'll probably rewatch it again soon. But I don't know. People are really jumped on that, like saying it was the greatest thing ever. Bye again. I want to finish the 3rd season of The Crown. Watermelon, if I didn't see you, if you're still here, take care. Gangs in New York. Jonathan Naughton. I want to make sure you weren't in the chat before, but if Jonathan Naughton is still here, Gangs in New York was fantastic. I love Gangs in New York. That might be maybe the 2nd or 3rd most watched Scorsese film I've ever watched. Even though Gangs in New York is no masterpiece, I love the whole premise behind it. Leonardo DiCaprio is great. Freaking, what's his name that I can't think, that is one of the greatest method actors of all time. What is his name? Why am I brain farting? I steal your milkshake. I drink your milkshake. What is his name? Why can't I remember this guy's name? Fantastic actor. Total brain fart. This is the kind of thing I'd be mad at myself if I had movie trivia and I got this. Like, that is definitely something I should know off the top of my head, and I'm blanking. Maybe it's all the shots of bourbon I took. But Jonathan Naughton, Infernal Affairs was a Chinese film, I believe. Jonathan, are you new? I'm assuming you're new. I do not remember that name at all. Just joined the chat about 10 minutes ago. Welcome, Jonathan. I'm assuming you're new to me. We do this for every Saints game. I do random live streams for other things too. We do Rick and Morty on Sundays. No Rick and Morty this week, guys. We said this on the Rick and Morty live stream on Sunday. There's no Rick and Morty this week. So I also don't have to do a live stream for that. What is this? There's a commercial for something and I'm intrigued. Al Pacino. Looks like he gained a lot of weight or they put a fat suit on him. Is this a television show? An executive producer, Jordan Peele. Hunters, the Amazon original Hunters, coming in 2020. I love Al Pacino, and Jordan Peele makes good stuff. Might have to check that out. Sir Daniel Day-Lewis, thank you, Watermelon. Seedless Watermelon. I'm mad at myself. I can't believe it's one of those things where I'm just tired and I've been drinking. Daniel Day-Lewis would be very upset at me. Thanks for the shout out. No problem, Jonathan. Whenever there's new people in the chat, most of us know each other that are here on a consistent basis. So whenever I see a new name in the chat, I immediately recognize it. I don't know if the Satch Cat is still here. Someone else jumped in too. Midwest something. But I don't know if you guys are still there. But yeah, I always like to give shout outs to the new people. Let them know they're recognized. We're here all the time. Feel free to like and subscribe. If you guys haven't liked it, throw likes up. Makes me see how many people are actually enjoying it. I don't know if it does. I don't know honestly what it does for the channel. It probably has some effect on things, but I don't really know. I just like to see if people are enjoying it. Have you seen Peaky Blinders? I have not, Ryan. People have brought it up in chats. I haven't watched it yet, and I want to watch it eventually, but a lot of reactors are reacting to it. And I tell you guys, I like to kind of like react to stuff that people aren't. There are things like The Mandalorian that a lot of people are going to react to. But that's something I personally just really want to see. But most of the shows I do are like shows that aren't reacted to often. Misfits, I think, very rarely gets reacted to. Steph, someone just started reacting to Misfits. There's like a new reactor. I don't know if they're new, but they're new to me. They just started reacting to Misfits, and they're like, I'm pretty sure they're done with season one or almost done with season one, because I've been taking so long to catch up that they are now ahead of me. So I believe I was one of the only Misfits reactors, or like one of the few, and now there's a new group of guys, look like Indian guys, but they're almost done with season one, and they had tons of views. So I'm assuming they're not as new as I think. They're just probably new to me. Crazy that it's already been 2 hours since you started streaming. Because I'm not in my room, I can't see the timer on how when I started. I'm watching it off of the second device so I can read the chat. So I don't know how long I've been doing it, but that would make sense because I started at 8:15 and it's 10:19, I think. I actually started a couple minutes before, I think. So yeah, about 2 hours. Yeah, I seen them. Have you seen Peaky Blinders? Yeah, I seen them. I'm assuming you mean the guys that reacted to Misfits. I can't remember their name. I forget if I even subscribed. I should have subscribed, but part of me was like, they're going to probably get further in Misfits than me because the amount of time. I almost want to rush it now because I did say once I chop up season one, I'm only going to do one-parters for the shows from now on so I could do more shows. So I actually could rapidly catch up on shows once I start doing one-parters. Maybe I'll like try to stay out. Maybe I'll try to catch up to where they are and release in the same weeks. So none of us are ahead of the other. We'll have like sort of like a normies and Hogwarts thing. Saints are at the 38-yard line. Catch, throw by Drew Brees. 2nd down and 2. Times6 is the channel that is doing Misfits. I've watched them do Chernobyl. Chernobyl was great. I still haven't seen Chernobyl. Really want to see that too. That's another show. Like I said, that's why I'm cutting after season one's end. I'm cutting down all the season twos to one-parters because I want to start doing more content. And I'm getting now that I have the Patreon going, the Patreon people will get an advantage and get the full reactions. It'll save me time to just do one-parters. If you want to see the fulls, you subscribe to Patreon. It's only $3 to see the full reactions. Otherwise, it just takes me way too much time. And I did the entire series of The Wire in 3 parts or more. Tons of work, tons of effort. At least you guys got one of the greatest shows of all time in full in 3-parters with hardly any, if not any, trouble at all. It was so easy for me to edit those up. HBO is great with that stuff. So it was awesome that I got to do that with The Wire. I definitely still got to do the live stream on The Wire too. Now that I'm doing everything off the Pixel, definitely got to schedule that. Maybe I'll do that on Sunday. I kind of want to give people more notice though. But definitely want to do that. 3rd and 2, 1st down, Michael Thomas, Drew Brees. I also, when I'm in my bedroom, have a statistical updater on one of my monitors because I got 3 monitors. I usually have a stat update so I can constantly read the stats. I don't have that in the living room, so I'm curious what the stats are at right now. But Drew Brees and Michael Thomas have been connected on a lot of stuff. The Wire is one of my favorite shows, so I'm going to check out those vids you mentioned. I'm subscribed now. Jonathan, just so I can prepare you, I never did YouTube, never did any sort of streaming or live reactions or YouTube whatsoever. Kamara is busting loose on it right up the middle. Got like 20-plus yards on that run. I want to hear what they say. Kamara definitely got a good 20 yards on that. Right up the middle. Past midfield. Here we go. Boom. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. At least 25 yards on that run. And they're way past midfield. I'm pretty sure they're already in field goal range. Glorious run by Kamara. Yeah, they're at the 30-yard line. So already in field goal range. And Kamara's running again. Gain of maybe 1 yard there. But yeah, just a little warning. First thing I ever did with The Wire, Jonathan. So they are rough in the beginning. I talk a lot. I'm slouched down, barely visible in the camera. It was basically trial and error, and I learned as I went. But by season 2, maybe the end of season 1, I feel I like sat up straight, had it done right. By like mid season 2, beginning of season 3, I'm pretty sure I had the audio and everything done. It was like everything got better as it went. I just had to like learn as I went. So if you don't dig the reactions at the beginning, they get much better. I guarantee you. Here we go. Taysom Hill. Oh my God. It was 2nd and 9. They did a little trick play, pitched it to Taysom Hill, tried to throw it, but went out of bounds. He probably meant to throw it out of bounds because he had no one open. 3rd and 9, but they're in field goal range, guys. I want to watch The Wire just to see your early videos now. Ryan, it's honestly, if you understand that it gets better and you know me, and you do know now me, you do know me now, Ryan, it gets better. I guarantee it. And knowing who I am and how I am, you might enjoy it more when it's sloppy in the beginning. But there are people that bitch and moan in the comments, and hey, it's their prerogative to do so. But people are like, dude, stop talking so much. Stop doing this, stop doing that. And I would like fight with them in the beginning because I was like, what the fuck? Blah, 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 blah. But now I learned to not really argue or fight with the people in the chat because it's going to happen regardless. You just have people that troll you, the people that hound you. And in the beginning, I got very defensive. So I would argue and yell at people and write in the comments and stuff. Now, if I see a negative comment, I either delete it or I ignore it. I usually leave it up even if it's negative. But if it's like cursing and stuff, like some people like literally curse and stuff like that. So if it's like, hey, that shit was awesome, I'm not going to delete it. But if you say like, blah, 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 curse, curse, curse for no reason. Saints, 47-yard field goal, good. Would have been good from 58 by Lutz. Lutz is an all-star. It is now 20-9. 2-possession game again, guys. Taking a shot for that one. I would be interesting to see. I would be interested. Whoa, Lutz. What is up, Sadhanva? Is that correct? Sadhanva? I think I'm saying that right. Welcome to the chat. I believe you did not say anything before. Oh, wait, no, there is. I need Gage to help fantasy. Oh, so you did. What's up? So I said it right. Oh, Mandalorian commercial on tonight at 3 a.m. or I should say tomorrow morning. Waiting for that. When is it? It's in 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30. 4.5 hours. Mandalorian, new episode. Daniel Biggs. What happened to Breeze? They are just letting Taysom Hill do trick plays. Nothing's wrong with Breeze. Taysom Hill has got 2 touchdowns in the game so far because they keep doing wacky trick plays. So they're basically letting Taysom Hill, like, have fun. They're winning 20-9. Nothing's wrong with Breeze. They're just basically playing around because they know the Falcons have no chance. The Saints pretty much clinch if they win this division. They clinch the division if they win this. So I think the Saints are just trying to get Taysom Hill off. But there's nothing wrong with Breeze, Daniel. Mr. Daniel Biggs, who is also new to the chat. Welcome. Feel free to like and subscribe, guys. I do this for every Saints game, and we talk about whatever else we want while we watch. Russell Gage. Yes, Russell Gage. You're saying he needs to do good for your fantasy? It's still day 1, 3 games today. I didn't have anybody in the 2 morning games. I have 3 fantasy leagues going, and no one in the 2-day games did I have on any of my 3 teams. But I have Michael Thomas, Kamara, Matt Ryan, Calvin Ridley. Those not in all in one league. I have those 4 guys and Jared Cook, 5 guys. 5 guys. I think that's about it though. Those 5 guys are randomly tossed into my 3 leagues. I don't remember which league is which. But I think Jared Cook and Michael Thomas are on the same league. One of my big money leagues, $1,000 a person. I am 10-2 right now in that league. Guaranteed already a bye week. So all I got to do is win 2 games, guys. 2 more games. Playoffs start next week for fantasy, I believe. Week 13. Pretty sure next week starts playoffs. I got a bye week. And then all I got to do is win 2 games in a row. And I get $10,000. Let us pray that I do that. I am a Seahawks fan. I want that rematch Saints-Seahawks NFC Championships. Mahomes, Barkley, Thomas, Hill, defense. Oh, no. Hop. Kelsey, Lutz. I'm assuming that is your whole team. Said Hanva just sent me his entire team, $1,000 easy money. Is yours a $1,000 league too? Oh, mine is too. Look at that. $1,000 league, or do you win $1,000? Is it $1,000 a person, or you win 1,000? Because it's $1,000 a person. You win 10,000, but I don't know. It could be either way for you. But Sadhava, welcome to the chat. Cheers on the Saints field goal. Rye, if you got one. I know you don't. Anybody who's got any? This is Mr. Jim Beam. Happy Thanksgiving. Feels like the Saints are going to win this, but the Falcons are never out with Matt Ryan. It is 2nd and 10. They're at the 25-yard line. All I have is tea. Cheers. Win 1,000. Oh, it's a free league, and you win 1,000. Ain't bad at all. Having a free league. Uh-oh. Lattimore is down. Repeat. Lattimore is down. What happened? Oh, his own guy. All right, he walked off on his own power. One of his own guys' foot stomped him with his cleat on his ankle, but he walked out. He walked off no problem. I'm willing, but now someone's going to have to come in for a play because it was an injury timeout. So a rookie's coming to take over for Lattimore for one play on defense. Watch, this is the one play. Matt Ryan's going to take advantage of the outside, and they're going to get like 500 yards. And they ran it. I wouldn't have ran it with Lattimore out. 12, all I have is T. 12-0. Good for you. I thought I was good at 10-2. They're actually taking Lattimore into the locker room, though. Even though he's walking fine, he's not even limping or gimpy. He is literally going to the locker room, though. Maybe because they're up 20-9. Maybe they're like, we can. But if this watch this all falls apart when Lattimore's out. I'm taking this shot before I jinx myself. Here we go. Cheers to whoever. 3rd and 7. Outside catch. Ooh. Are they going to give him first down? It probably was first down, but that was really close. I think it was Ridley. Was that Calvin Ridley? Or Blake? It's Blake. That was really close, but even if you challenge it, they're not going to uphold it. Yeah, I guess it was. It's really close, but you can't turn that over. So, Falcons first down. Gain of about 4 at the 30-yard, their own 39-yard line. So they're almost near they're near midfield. You'd call it near. 4 minutes in the 3rd quarter. Saints up 20-9. Mine's on ESPN. Where's the leagues at NFL? Mine's on ESPN. My 2 are ESPN. 1 is Yahoo. I love ESPN fantasy. It makes it so easy. I feel like Yahoo's system sucks. But one of my leagues, every year, the guy that runs it does Yahoo. Don't ask me why. Holy bananas. If you guys didn't see that catch by Ridley, Ridley just got a freaking missile tossed to him, and he, looked like he one-handed it, and it was whipped at him. I got to rewatch this replay. Ridley, 50... Boom. Oh, no, he two-handed it, but he had a stretch, man. Boom, man. That was fully extended body. They're exactly midfield, 50-yard line. First down, Falcons. Five-yard carry by Hill. First down. Oh, no. 2nd and 5. Someone said first down. It made me think of it. Should have run the ball on the 1-yard line. All I have is T. Steph doing those tee shots. My friend is playing in a $500 league, and he's projected to go 15-1. I'm winning my league. I'm 10-2. I'm projected to win this week's game by 40 points. So likely, I have a very well-balanced team. I have Michael Thomas on that team, but besides Michael Thomas, I don't have any studs. Granted, Michael Thomas is a stud, so that's probably enough. Most people don't have more than one stud on their team. but everyone else is above average. So consistently, I win every game. I don't have to worry about like a superstar scoring every time, even though Michael Thomas usually does. I have just a well-balanced team. Steph, yes, I'm hardcore. What platform is your money league on? I think I said that. I did Yahoo and 2 ESPNs. Mine's on ESPN. I want a CBS next year. I've never done a CBS fantasy league. I kind of wish I started NBA fantasy this year, but I always lose interest halfway through. I've never done fantasy NBA. I did baseball for years, probably like 5 years. I think if you guys were in the chat before, like not this chat, but an older chat, much older chat, I did fantasy baseball for years and I won every year. Like 4 years in a row. And I either got first, second, or oh my God, the Saints just intercepted Matt Ryan. The only one that could tackle him is Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan got stiff-armed to hell, and the running back caught back up and tackled him. There's a flag on the play. He stiff-armed the shit out of Matt Ryan. It was like a giant lineman hustled downfield, stiff-armed Matt Ryan into the ground, and the running back on the Falcons. So there was an illegal block in the back by the interception team by the spot of the foul. Who did it? Jordan. Cameron Jordan. Where did it happen? All right, so Matt Ryan went to throw it. It was oh my God. He fucking smacked the ball into his own hand, stiff-armed the shit out of Matt Ryan. Where was the penalty? Oh, Cameron Jordan kind of did a tackle to the back. I guess by definition of the rule, Cameron Jordan did a illegal block in the back to Matt Ryan, but the guy who intercepted the ball didn't need Cameron Jordan's help. He stiff-armed the shit out of Matt Ryan and did not need Cameron Jordan's help, but Cameron Jordan already committed the crime. They're at the 50-yard line. So the penalty happened at the 40, backed them up to the 50. They're at midfield, and the Falcons have been intercepted. That's all I care about. I might do college football, fantasy year, blah, 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 but I don't know. You take the moon, and you take, what? You take the moon, and you take the moon. Do you love me? I don't know who you are, sir. Same. Where is Money Nab Leagues at? Oh, Money NBA Leagues at. Never did NBA. Do you love me? Who is this person? Right now, I'm 11-1, but I think I might fall to like 13-3, 14-2. 3rd and 11. I thought, let me see that replay. I'm not paying attention. I'll be right back to the chat, guys. 13 and third. What happened here? Jared Cook juked the shit out of the coverage. Oh my God, he just totally missed the catch. Drew Brees had him perfect. And Jared Cook even juked the guy and had like a couple feet on him. He totally missed the catch. But Jared Cook's been pretty good. Should have had that one. 3rd and 11 at the 50-yard line. And Brees just whipped it to no one. Is there going to be intentional grounding? They're having a conversation. I don't know if Brees was out of the tackle box, but he may get intentional grounding, and he is angry as shit. I think that's the meanest I ever saw Drew Brees. He is like freaking out. Is he outside the tackle box? Intentional grounding. So they're saying, they're about to replay it, but they're saying he was not out. Yeah, so it was. I thought it was when I saw it. Oh my God, Drew Brees is fired up, man. He's screaming and yelling. What is he mad about? Did something happen? I'm trying to see why he's so mad. Is he just mad because he had to toss it? Oh, I think he's mad because it should have been roughing the quarterback, maybe? I don't know. It's 4th and 21. That's all I know. They're kicking off to the Falcons, but the Falcons are still 2 possessions down. 3rd quarter's almost over. Oh my God. And this Falcons guy fielded the ball and almost got knocked to hell. They're at about the 5 or 6 yard line. Falcons ball, less than a minute in the third quarter, down 2 possessions, 20-9. Calvin Ridley is the real deal. As a Bears fan, I hope his younger brother Riley can develop into something special too. I did not know he had a younger brother. Riley Ridley? Is his name Riley Ridley? I guess so. I did not know he had a brother. What's your team? The Saints. Oh, what's my team in fantasy? I have too many leagues. And honestly, I can never remember which guy's in which league. I just look at them in the beginning of the week and I map them out. If I really thought about it, I could probably figure it out, but on a couple shots of bourbon, it is not fun to think of. People lose interest in MLB. That's the problem. MLB is 162 games a year. I think you just said that too. Oh, go back. Come on. My phone flipped. Wah, wah. Come on. There we go. Go back. There we go. Oh, it went all the way back to the top of the chat. I would do MLB fantasy, but there's 162 games. Void, exactly. A lot of people that's why I said in my original live stream months ago, I did MLB fantasy, and I won 4 years in a row. I think I got first place 3 years and second place 1 year. And it was like $1,000 to the winner. So I won 3 years in a row, or maybe 2 years in a row, and then got second and then got first again. And they literally threw me out of the league because they said I paid too much attention. They were like, most people like throw in their lineup at the beginning of the week and just roll with it. I would redo my lineup every day because every single day there's baseball games. I'm just a sports guy. I got really into baseball at the time, or I was really into baseball at the time, and I would literally redo my lineup every single day. So I would blow everyone out of the water because I knew every injury report. I would constantly juggle players back and forth. If a player got injured and no one knew about it, I was the first to nab the replacement. So I almost like I'll cakewalk. I could get first or second. So they literally threw me out of the league on the 5th year. They still probably play to this day, but I don't talk to any of the guys anymore, not because they threw me out of the league, but they basically were like, dude, it's not even fun playing with you because you're so invested in the league. Hey, that is the point in my mind. If you're joining a fantasy baseball league, you should be competitive. Why would you join if you weren't? So I didn't care they threw me out because I don't want to play with people like that. And I don't talk to any of those people anymore. So who cares? I know, right? I think I'm going to call it a night, guys. I got to work in the morning. Enjoy the rest of the game. Steph, if you're still here, have a good night. Appreciate it. Banshee will be out in a couple days. Something just happened. Oh, I think it was a false start on the Falcons. Yep, false start Falcons. So they're going to be really tight. It's going to be like Falcons 2.5 yard line. Their own 2.5 yard line. So they're backed up far, guys. Ryan has an O and a I don't know what Ryan's saying there. Just your money league time. 107 to 55. What is 107 to 55? Oh, in fantasy baseball? I would do MLB, but there's 160. Are you saying that would be your record, 107 to 55? Freeman up the middle. Might have gained the penalty yards back, maybe a couple more. And the clock is ticking. Why are they all looking at the screen like something happened? They're acting like there's an injury or something. So they're starting at the 2 yard line. Freeman up the middle. Oh, got to about the 10. All right, so he got about an 8 yard gain. 2nd and 7. So he got all they lost and then some. But the Falcons are running out. It's almost 4th quarter. Matt Ryan is going wide open. That's Ridley, right? Yeah, Ridley. Wide open. Ridley got about 20 yards, maybe 15 yards on the catch. First down. Clock is ticking down. 3rd quarter is over. 3rd quarter's over, guys. Just your money league lineup, please. Can you check and tell me? I can't because everything is on my phone. I was going to say I can't on this. I'm not Sadhanova. I can't look because it's all on my phone, and I'm using my phone to stream because I'm in my living room. I don't have my webcam. All right, let me think. I know I have Zach Ertz as my tight end. Michael Thomas is my wide receiver. I have Keenan Allen as my other wide receiver. My quarterback is Aaron Rodgers. My flex this week is the guy on the Eagles. Who took? Is it on the Eagles? Not Josh Howard. Who's the running back on the Eagles? Someone help me out here. Because I drafted him. I took him off free of the waivers, I think. But let me go. So my kicker is Zerline. That's my kicker. My defense this week is the Carolina Panthers because they're playing the Redskins, I believe, which is probably going to be a blowout game by the Panthers after what they did with the Saints and almost won. So my defense is the Panthers. And I think I'm just missing like one more wide. No. I did both wide receivers. I did my flex. My flex might even be Mixon. Mixon, I juggle back and forth. I juggle back and forth between Mixon. I have Kirk on the Redskins as a receiver. Sometimes I juggle in. I have DJ Moore on the Panthers, who did amazing last week. That sometimes juggles in as my flex too. But I honestly don't think DJ Moore is going to do that back-to-back weeks. So I'm pretty sure I have another. I think I have the Eagles running back. Sanders. Yes, Sanders. Very good. Sadhanva. Yes. Sanders is projected to have a high-scoring game. So I think I threw him in as my flex instead of Mixon and Kirk this week. So that pretty much rounds out my team. Moore is better than Allen. Honestly, you're right. On paper, Keenan Allen should be doing so much better than he is. But you are correct. Right now, Moore statistically is probably better than Keenan Allen. But I cannot bring myself to bench Keenan Allen. It's like one of those things. Who's your running backs? My running back is in that league. Because I have Shaquan Barkley in another league, but it's definitely not my big money league. In that league, I have Mixon. I have Sanders. Who's the guy? Oh, Mark Ingram. I have Mark Ingram on the Ravens. So I have Sanders, Mark Ingram, Mixon. I feel like I have one more guy that's pretty stellar. Might be Sony Michel, who isn't fantastic, but does have his ups and downs. I think it's Sony. And bench Allen, he has Chris Harris on him. That's the thing. I can't, but I always feel like I can't bench Keenan Allen. No matter who's covering him, I know Keenan Allen has a bad matchup this week. But who would you actually think I should put more in? You might be right, honestly, because the Panthers are playing the Redskins. I'm pretty sure, right? I'm pretty sure the Panthers are playing the Redskins. That's why I have the defense in, which would mean DJ Moore might have a bang-up game. You might be right. Yeah. Sadhanva, you might be right. I might second-guess it. I could throw him in on Sunday. I kind of threw in my lineup today because of the Thursday games, but I could always switch it. And honestly, when Sunday gets closer, I might actually do that. You might be right. Redskins have no corners. You are correct. Redskins as a whole have been horrendous this season, at least. Well, they haven't been great all around. It's good to see Lattimore's back in, guys. It's 3rd and 1. Falcons ball, 3rd and 1. The Falcons don't do something on this drive, it might be game over. They're not even at midfield yet. They're about the 37-yard line. Matt Ryan, toss Ridley. Or is that? No, it's Blake again. Blake got to about the 48, so they're almost cross midfield, 1st down. They benched my guy. Redskins have no corners. They benched my guy. Who's the guy who they benched? Allen got 4.7 first against Broncos, and also Henry is Rivers' favorite target. I know. Honestly, it used to be Keenan Allen, but I maybe that's what it is. Maybe Henry has taken the attention away from Keenan Allen. I haven't watched a lot of Chargers games. Chargers are interesting games to watch, but I just haven't watched a whole lot of Chargers games. So I don't know what the deal is with Keenan Allen. Maybe he's just got great coverage on him, so Henry is getting the brunt of the catches. But here we go, guys. The clock is running fast. It is 2nd and 7, the 50-yard line. Matt Ryan is back. There is nobody in the backfield except Matt Ryan. So Everyone is spread out. This is going deep, guys, or something. Matt Ryan almost got sacked, shakes loose, and oh my God, that was horrible of Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan literally threw it to a guy. I don't even know who that was, but he threw it to a guy that was behind the line of scrimmage, and he was covered by 3 Saints and just got wrecked on every account. He got hit high, low, and middle, and they lost 7 yards. That was so dumb. Matt Ryan is a smart quarterback. That was ridiculously dumb. He should have just tossed it out of bounds or someone that, like, over the head of someone deep. My God, especially like this. 3rd and 14. They're way back, guys. Now they're like the 43-yard line, their own 43. Let's see if they do magic. Oh, intercepted again by is that Lattimore? It's Lattimore. Intercepted by Lattimore. Down the sideline, past the 30. They're already in field goal range. So, is that, wait, no, it's not Lattimore. Who's that? It's the rookie Johnson. I thought it was Lattimore. It's 22. Lattimore's 23. The rookie Johnson who took over for Lattimore. Is Lattimore not in? I thought Lattimore, I could have sworn Lattimore's in. Maybe Johnson's in too, or they replaced him. All I know is the rookie just got a pick off of Matt Ryan, and they are already in field goal range. This week you're playing Moore over Thomas? My Lord, good sir. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I'd ever do that. But I mean, you're probably right. You definitely know your football. I'm reading what you say in you obviously know your football. So I'm not doubting you on that. But honestly, you're probably 100% right. I should definitely bench Keenan Allen and put in Moore. That is probably what I'll do. But I'm pretty sure even without Moore in and Keenan, I'm pretty sure with Keenan Allen in, I'm still projected to win by 30 or 40 points. So it probably doesn't matter, but it still doesn't mean you're wrong. You're probably right. Played Hill and Moore and D Hop. Are you talking about Hopkins? Are you talking? I'm assuming you're talking about Hopkins. I was right because Thomas only had 8 for. Yeah, you're honestly, yeah, you're right. Yeah, Hopkins. Okay. Oh, DeAndre Hopkins. For some reason when you were putting D, I thought you meant defense. I kept thinking you meant defense, and I'm like, D Hop. Yeah, got it. Chargers are another one of a disappointing team. I know, Ryan. I honestly thought every year I want to believe like Chargers are a fun team to watch. I love how fired up Phillip Rivers gets. He's like a good dude, has a bunch of kids, and he's a religious man. Doesn't curse, but he freaks out and gets fired up. I like watching him. But yeah, the Chargers, I always want to believe the Chargers got a shot, but they're always like an average team. Sometimes they make the playoffs, but they usually lose in the first round. It's like, I feel bad for the Chargers. Phillip Rivers has been with that team for almost 20 years and never made a Super Bowl, as far as I remember, right? Phillip Rivers, I don't think ever made a Super Bowl. Sad stuff. Rivers has no O-line. Yeah, that's the problem. Rivers always has weapons, but he doesn't have time to get to them. It's like the Jets, or the Giants, I should say. Maybe the Jets, too. The Giants, that's why Eli would get wrecked. The Giants have no time to throw the ball ever. Not saying Eli shouldn't retire or, like, is better than he is at this point, but he has no protection. Saints running up the middle. Kamara, 1-yard gain. Is Rivers a heifer or a hoffer? What does that mean, Rye? I don't know what you mean. I put in Marquise Goodwin over Tyler Boyd. Hall of Famer. Oh. I saw I'm not I would say Rivers, maybe not a first round ballot. Breeze just soared to the end zone. And who is that? Who the hell was he throwing to? Smith? Who is that? Breeze just aired it out to the end zone, and it almost could have got picked. Who did he throw to there? Kamara, oh my God, Kamara did a low block for Breeze. That was fucking sweet. Oh my God, look at the highlights of that. Kamara dipped down low. Oh, it's Ted Ginn Jr. Ted Ginn Jr. had a shot at that catch, but it also had a shot at getting intercepted. It is now 3rd and 10, but the Saints are in field goal range. It's already a 2-possession game. A field goal will put it up 14 points, which is 2 touchdowns. So, 3rd down, even if the Saints have to settle for a field goal, it's a 2-possession game, 11 minutes with all their timeouts and the 2-minute warning, and the Saints just took a timeout. Chargers should get to I think that Phillip Rivers will get in the Hall of Fame. Maybe not the first time, but eventually he'll do it. And Phillip Rivers is getting old. He's one of those guys that should retire because it isn't like he's got a shot. Every year, they're barely like a beyond 500 team, sometimes maybe a 500 team. It's not like Phillip Rivers, it's not like, hey, guys, let's go one more year because this is our year. I always think he's got a shot, but he never does make it. Actually, I'll put in Boyd and Goodwin. Honestly, I would put in Goodwin over Boyd, but I don't know who the matchup is. And I'm pretty sure Sadhanva knows the matchup because he's very knowledgeable about football. I just didn't look up the matchups yet for Sunday. You think Tua will drop in the draft? Rivers literally throws picks. He does. Hell no, Goodwin is not better than Debo and Sanders. I'm not putting in Goodwin. I'm just saying I don't have Goodwin. I'm just saying I think Goodwin, but Goodwin does. I mean, Goodwin's on Tampa Bay. I'm pretty right. Yeah, Goodwin's on Tampa Bay. That's the problem. He plays for a shitty team that has a horrible record. So it ain't like they're like running out like gangbusters. Come on, man. Who else do you have at wide receiver? Let me help you because clearly you don't know the game. Are you talking to me, said Hanva? I'm 10-2 if you're talking to me. I clearly know my football. I just didn't see the matchups yet. I'm basing my lineup off of who's consistently performing, not the matchups. I look at the matchups on Sunday morning. Unless you're talking to Void. I will bench Allen right. I'm probably gonna bench Allen for more. Based on what you said, you're probably right. And I just have to look at the lineups, but I'm assuming you are correct. Therefore, I will probably bench Keenan Allen, who has pretty much done nothing for me this year. I have Sharp, Debo Samuel, and Emmanuel Sanders. I don't have Debo Samuels. Who are you talking to, LOL? Guys, I'm going to see what the Saints do on 3rd down, and then I'm going to run and take a quick bathroom break because I have to pee like a son of a bitch. I have not moved from this chair in like 3 hours. I'm actually going to massage my knees at this point because I'm going to jump up and my knees are going to crack. I'm going to fall over and die. So here we go. This is getting the blood flowing in the legs because I haven't moved in 3 hours. And then I'm going to go to take a pee. Kamara up the middle, gain of about 5. It's going to be 4th down, though. They're going to definitely kick a field goal. It's going to be about a 40-yarder, give or take. Void, are you playing a deep league? If so, pick up James Washington. Here comes Lutz. What is this? It's going to be about a 40-yarder, I think. I didn't see exactly where they spotted Kamara. It's 5th down. It's 5th down. 42-yarder. And Lutz has been flawless this game. 2 extra points. 2 field goals. Here's number 3. Right down the middle. And he could have got it from 59, they say. So Lutz is money today, guys. That's it. It's a 14-point game. 2 touchdowns, 2 extra points, ties it. Falcons got time, and they got all their timeouts, and they got their challenges, and they got the 2-minute warning. Void, I said Debo and Sanders are better than Goodwin. Fantasy is all about volume. Weight, crack. Jonathan's still here. Should I pick up Marquise Brown? The seal. Oh, crack the seal. I see what you're saying. Void, yes. All right, guys. I'm going to go. Well, the Saints scored, so here we go. I'm going to do a shot for the Saints. I dropped Sharp. All right, my friends. TMG Banks, what's up? Jonathan TMG Banks was in the last chat. I think the last one was your first chat. TMG Banks, I don't know if you were watching. Saints are winning 24-9 or 23-9. They just kicked a field goal. Lutz is 2 for 2 on field goals from 40 plus and 2 for 2 on extra points. The Falcons missed an extra point and a field goal. They're down 14 points. Falcons getting the ball. I'm going to take this shot for Sadhadva and Jonathan Naughton. You are both new to the chat. I don't know if you, I know Jonathan said he subscribed. I don't know if Sahanva did, but I am doing Saints streams every Sunday or whenever the heck they play. And this is to you guys because you're new to the chat. I did one for TMG Banks last week. Everyone at some point has gotten a shot taken for them. So this is for the 2 new guys to the chat. Cheers. I think I'll get back into NBA Fantasy next year. I dropped Sharp. Sup. Here we go. Shot time. I'm happy to see this little, this is all, if you guys are new, this is all Jim Beam in this class. I didn't feel like busting out the bottle because what happens is I forget to put it in the freezer and I like my shots chilled. So I pre-chilled all the shots, put them in a cup. Before they kick off to the Falcons, I'm going to run and pee. Void, I will also be right back. Guys, help me out in the chat. If anyone jumps in and wonders why there's an empty chair, just tell them Jay had to pee because he's been on live for 3+ hours, I think. I'm almost hitting 3 hours. So I'll be right back. Oh. I'm coming back, guys. What the hell just happened there? It looked like the Saints just recovered. What the hell did I just miss? Guys, what happened on the first play? The Saints kicked it to the Falcons, and they are 2nd and 19. It looked like they fumbled the ball, and the Saints almost recovered. Did the Saints almost recover a fumble? I dropped up. Cheers. Pass interference on the Saints on the 2nd down. What the hell happened on the 1st down? Who's watching the game live? And Eli Apple on his 3rd pass interference call. My God. Eli Apple is a great defender, but damn, man. He's literally wrapped the guy up before the ball was even, let go. I'm pretty sure Eli Apple had him wrapped up before Matt Ryan even threw the ball. I'm playing 2K. Which one? 2K what? Hey guys, my brother, just throwing this out there because you mentioned 2K. My brother was mentioning that he was like, you should, when he visited last time, he's like, you should do not a gaming channel per se, but on my channel, do a gaming thing once a week. Him and all my cousins and my friends play Minecraft, and they have the one where you all play on the same world. I guess that maybe is normal Minecraft. I don't know. But, Matt Ryan oh my God, Matt Ryan got slammed. Fumble. Fumble, and the Saints got it at the 39. Matt Ryan, I don't know why I'm looking at this. Matt Ryan ran the ball, got the first down, and got nailed from behind. Fumbled the ball. The Saints have it again. What is he doing? Matt Ryan ran it for the first down and then did like a little hop skip. Go watch right now. I went to a commercial break. When they come back, they're going to show the replay. Matt Ryan literally did a 10-yard run for the first down, which he shouldn't even have got. And then instead of like sliding or taking a knee or going down, he did like some weird hop skip with the ball like this and got whacked from behind. Ball immediately out. Saints got it. This game is likely over, guys. They're already in field goal range. The Falcons are already down 2 possessions. Even with a 2-point conversion on both touchdowns, a field goal puts it into a 3-possession game, and they're down under 10 minutes. So this is likely to end the game here. If all the Saints got to do is run the ball, kick a field goal, game over. 2K20. I think it was a fumble by Atlanta. So Jonathan, if Jonathan's right, I think he is. I walked in. It looked like on the first down they fumbled the ball, but the Falcons recovered. Lost 9 yards. Then on the second play, huge pass interference call on Eli Apple. So the Falcons get like 20 yards in the first down. And then on the next play, Matt Ryan runs it for 10 yards, fumbles the ball like an idiot because that was stupid. Matt Ryan is playing stupid football. When he threw to that guy and almost got him killed, they lost 7 yards on third down. That was horribly stupid. Now he runs, gets the first down, and does some little hop, skip, and a jump and gets nailed from behind. Granted, they have no shot, but they are playing some stupid football. This game is just like Thanksgiving. The Falcons were playing were playing well offensively, but kept on coughing up the ball. Yes, you are correct. It was happening a lot last time. Insanity. All I know is the Saints are on their way to a pretty much guaranteed victory at this point, which will clinch the division, and I will take a shot for that when it happens. I'm assuming the Saints are going to score, so I'm pouring this shot. I'm pretty sure this is enough for at least 1 or 1.5 more. That'll be for the victory when they do. So I'm not going to take that one yet. I'm just setting it up for next. What's up, Void? Void, the Falcons fumbled the ball on first down, lost 9 yards, recovered. Then 2 downs later, Matt Ryan ran it for 10 yards, got the first down, ran from behind, lost the ball. Saints got it. It is now Saints ball again. Another fumble. So I'm pretty sure there are now 3 fumbles by Matt Ryan, maybe 2, and 2 interceptions. They have coughed the ball up 5 times at least that I remember, even though they recovered 1 of them. So Drew Brees is in. They're at the 39-yard line. They're already in field goal range, but it's far. But Lutz is on fire. Toss to Kamara. Gain of a half yard, maybe. They're ruling it no gain, I think. Mar-E, I need MT to score. Michael Thomas is on my fantasy team as well. Mar-E, welcome to the chat. Never seen you in the chat before. We have a nice little group that joins all the time. I think a lot of them bailed because of Thanksgiving. We usually get 10 to 20 people. And then last week at the Panthers game, had like 30 or 40 jump in at the end because I think people just wanted to see the game and my reaction or something. Breeze, toss to Michael Thomas. Gain of about 11, maybe 10 at least. First down. There you go, Mar-E. You got Michael Thomas, gain of 10, and they're well within field goal range now. Yes, feed MT. No Thanksgiving over here. Oh, that's right. Rye is in Scotland. Right, that's right. Before I literally asked you if you lived in Boston, I knew you lived in Scotland. I was just not thinking clearly. I just realized that right now. So you know I'm not crazy. Boop, 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 boop. Michael Thomas, most catches through 12 games in a season. Michael Thomas has 110 catches through game 12, the highest ever by a receiver right now. Holy crap. I knew he was doing good, but I honestly didn't know he was breaking records. Oh man. Kamara got rammed from behind, and he wasn't even making an attempt at the catch. Was really hoping this game would be more of a shootout so Thomas would be used more. Honestly, I said the same thing, Jonathan. In the beginning, I said I hope this isn't a blowout because I don't want to see them just run the clock and do like run plays and stuff like that. But the Saints have been leading by like at least a touchdown or more pretty much the entire game. And then the fact that the Falcons missed the first extra point, if they tied at 7-7, I feel like the momentum would have been there. The fact that they missed the first extra point, then missed the first field goal, it was just like a lose-lose from the get-go. Breeze, 2nd and 10, 29-yard line. Is that Taysom Hill? Who is that? Oh, Josh Hill. Yeah, me too. I'm a Saints fan, but I thought it would be a shootout, a fun game, not a turnover fiasco. Yeah, like last week, started out like almost like it was going to be a blowout, and then it became one of the better games of the entire season for the Saints. This one, I expect it to be like last week was, and it is not the case. And they're just, I mean, at this point, the Saints are running clock. It's almost under 6 minutes at this point. And a field goal makes it a 3-possession game. If they score a touchdown, it's lights out. Here we go. Drew Brees, pass. Oh, man. Kamara is tossed again. So it's 4th down. They're going to kick the field goal. But like I said, even with 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions, they're 1 point down. So it's a 3-point possession game. I mean, a 3-possession game. All the Saints got to do is nail this field goal. And that's pretty much it for Michael Thomas. Mari, I wish he was scoring too, but they ain't going to be feeding Michael Thomas the ball anymore. If they kick this field goal, it's pretty much the Falcons feeding Ridley. Was really Boston and Scotland not that much different a place than I'd imagine. Of course not. They're not different at all. Taysom Hill screwed my fantasy, but as a Saints fan, I'm happy. Did someone hold on? No pass interference. I didn't even see what happened. Oh no, they're saying on the last for the Saints thing. What is happening? Sean Payton. Sean Payton is challenging that Kamara didn't get a pass interference against him because the guy wrapped his arm like this, but you can't pull or twist. I don't think he pulled or twist. I am a Saints fan, and I'm saying, first off, it doesn't look like he's pull or twisting him. Second off, if it's that close, they ruled it a missed incompletion. So, I mean, an incomplete pass. So basically, any way you slice it, I don't think that Sean Payton's winning this. But if he wins it, they're just going to run more clock, and it's pretty much game over. It's already pretty much game over at this point, but curious to see what happens. Last week I had Moore and Thomas, and between the two of them, Jonathan Naughton. That's what I had. Last week I had DJ Moore as my flex and Michael Thomas as my starter, and I literally got about probably 65 points or something close to it. That one game, the Saints were the 1 o'clock game. By the afternoon, I think the guy I was playing had no chance. Yeah, see? The ruling on the field stands. It wasn't confirmed. It stands because it's too hard to frickin' tell. But maybe Sean Payton just felt like playing around. But now the Saints have 1 timeout left. Watch the Falcons pull like a Michael Vick back when he joined the Eagles and come back. And now the Saints regret losing their timeouts because of a crazy challenge. I think that was an unnecessary challenge. But, I mean, I do not doubt Sean Payton's genius. So here we go, guys. Will Lutz is 3 for 3 on field goals with 2 extra points. Let us see if he can do it again. It was a 42-yarder, a 47-yarder, a 22-yarder. This is a 45-yarder. And it's pretty much right down the middle. Lutz is 4 for 4, 3 of them from 40 plus. Beautiful Mr. Lutz. I'm going to take the shot. Mari, if you're still in the chat, like and subscribe if you'd like. I do it every week for the Saints, and I do other stuff too. But I do every Saints game. If you're a fan, like and subscribe. And if you do, well, you don't have to subscribe and like, but if you are still here, I'll take this shot for you. I take shots for whoever's new to the chat after the Saints score. So this will be Mari's shot if he's still here. If not, I will cheers to somebody else. Taysom Hill screwed my fantasy. Last week I had more blah, blah, blah. What are you thinking for the Patriots-Texans game this week? Ryan, what was the end score of the Patriots game on Sunday? I can't remember what the end score was. It was really low scoring. Wasn't it like 12-3? Or like 12-6 or something? It's really low scoring. I'm just curious. Before I answer the question, I want to know the score. Falcons received the punt and fell and got it to like the 24. 13-9. Oh, it was much closer. Ryan, do you remember what I said? The spread, I think, was 6.5 points. And I was like, I think the Patriots are going to win, but they're not going to clear the spread. I don't know if you were in the chat when I said that. But I was like, I know the Patriots are going to win, but I know it's going to be a harder go than they thought. It's going to be a really tight game. I, however, did not think it'd be so low scoring. I did think the Patriots would win, and it'd be by less than 6. So I did call that right, but I would have not guessed it was that low. What do you think about Ravens versus 49ers? So Mari is in the chat still. So Mari, the shot's for you, and then I'll answer your question. I just want to take it before the Falcons make a comeback, and I'm Superstitious Jay. So cheers to Mari joining the chat. Guys, the rookie Johnson that just intercepted the ball collapsed, and it looks like he really banged up his leg. So hopefully that is not the case because I'd feel horrible. The guy just got an interception. He's a rookie, and they're up by 3 possessions with 6 minutes left, and he's limping off the field. I don't like the look of that, guys. Johnson, the rookie, who just intercepted the last ball, is limping off the field. It looks like he might be really badly injured. Sad to see. Yeah, you said that. So Ryan remembers, I did say it. I told you guys, I'm not bragging. I used to gamble on football for decades, tens of thousands of dollars. I always ended up winning. At the end of the season, I was always a winner. I did have weeks. There was one week I lost $17,000. There was one week I won $21,000. I would play ridiculous amounts of odds and bets, but I always cleared the season. I was always up lots of money. I ended my overall run up lots. Let's just say that. I was enough to buy 2 cars. So I have some choice. I have a GTO, fully paid for by sports betting. I have a SRT Jeep Cherokee, paid for by sports betting. So I don't condone it. It was stressful as hell. The week I lost 17 grand was insanity. That was all on college football too, because I used to play more college football bets than I did NFL. College football, in my mind, is an easier. Well, NFL, I think, is easier to bet on if you know what you're doing. But college football, there's just so many games that you can get caught up, and I got caught up. But never regret it because I did good. And Matt Ryan just ran it again and luckily went down like he should have the last time. They basically lost the game because Matt Ryan made 2 horrible choices. He didn't go down when he made the first down in the last one where the Saints got the fumble, and he threw it to a guy that could have gotten killed when they were on 3rd and 7. Lost 7 yards. They were literally in field goal range at that point and lost it. So 2 huge mess-ups that could have put them well within this game. They're making their way, though. They're almost in field goal range. They're probably going to score, but it's totally unnecessary at this point. NFC South, best division of receivers. Let me go back, though. I missed. So Ryan said, what are you thinking about Patriots-Texans? Honestly, right? Patriots, Texans. Texans? What is the Texans score rate? Oh my God. Wide open. The guy that got the first touchdown by the Falcons. Oh man, they rammed him. Oh, they took him out by the knee, blindsided. Graham, the guy Graham that got his first touchdown earlier, they hit him low and popped his knee, man. I mean, he had to do it to stop the touchdown, but like they're up so many points to see him go out like that. He literally collapsed on the field. He couldn't even make it to the sideline. Oh, Mr. Saints, man. I get it, it's a game, but like you're up by 3 possessions and they literally just ended that guy's season. That guy's season is over. His chest is, he's breathing so heavily. Oh, man. That was totally unnecessary. The guy's season, maybe career, definitely his season's over. Career is probably, not probably, it's possibly over. That was not good. That was bad news, Bears, Walter Matthau. But, yeah, Patriots, Texans. He's limping off. He actually stood up and he's limping off, but it's week 13. He's probably not coming back next week, and why bring him back anytime soon? Because the Falcons are about to go 3-9. So, or 3-9. But Patriots, Texans. What is the I just asked that. Let's see. The Texans score. What is the Texans record right now? I know the Texans have a decent record. What are they? If I had to guess, I'd say they're 6-5. Texans are 6-5, maybe 7-4. No, I think the Texans are 6-5. Someone tell me, and then I'll answer your question. But regardless of the record, I'll answer the question. Regardless of the record, I think it'll be a good game. I think it's going to be kind of a shootout, depending on the weather. Where is it? Texans? I think it's in Houston because I feel like the Patriots had a lot of home games recently. I could be wrong. But I feel like it'll be in Houston, and I feel like it'll be a shootout, but I feel like the Patriots will win. And there's a touchdown by, who is that on the Falcons? Gatlin? Is that? Who is that? And they're going for 2. But why bother? I mean, it's kind of, going for 2 ain't going to do nothing. You're still going to have to kick the field goal. They might as well kick the extra point. Are they that unsure of their kicker? I feel like going for 2 is like pointless. But hey, Falcons scored. I think it's Gatlin. Oh, it's Gage. There you go. You got Gage. Who scored? It was Gage. What's his name? Sadhava. If you're still in the chat, Gage just scored. He was saying Gage needed a score. Oh, he got it. Holy crap. Ridley got the 2 points. I thought he was there. I thought there was no way. He was running down the sideline. I'm like, there's no way he's getting in. And he tapped the pylon. Was he out, though? No, he actually tapped the pylon. Oh, no. He lost the ball. He tapped the pylon, but he lost the ball. No good, guys. The 2-point conversion is getting taken back. Ridley looked like he had it, but he lost the ball right before he tapped the pylon. He lost the ball a half a yard before, maybe a full yard before. It looked so good because his hand was blocking the ball. So it is being officially reviewed, and Ridley did not have it. So no 2-point conversion, guys, for Ridley. It's going to be 26-15. The Falcons do have all their timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they're going to have to step up on defense or this game's over. And the Texans are 7-4. Okay. I knew they were either 6-5 or 7-4. I thought they were 6-5. And they're in Houston. It's going to be a shootout, but I definitely think the Patriots will win. What's the spread on that game? What is the spread on the Houston's Patriots? My guess is the spread is 6-8. Oh, no. If they're in Houston, I'm going to say it's 6 points. I'm going to say they're giving Houston 6 points. And they did reverse the call, so the 2-point conversion, no good. I'm going to say they're giving Houston 6 points with a 7-4 record against the Patriots. That's my guess because they're home. I would feel like they'd give Houston more if they were away, obviously. But because Houston's home, I'm going to say no more than 6 points because 7-4 is a decent record. And Houston's a bang up offense. Ravens Niners. What time is that game and where is it? What time is Ravens Niners this Sunday? Where is it? I feel like that'd be a great night game. Ravens Niners would be a great night game. You're talking Ravens. What are they? 9-3. Are Ravens 9-2 now? Or oh my God! The Falcons just did an onside kick and recovered, but there's a flag. Oh my God. Atlanta did an onside kick and recovered, but it was offsides on Gage, so it doesn't count. Was Gage the guy that got it? Did it affect the play? Because if it didn't affect the play, then he went like a split second fast. Is he the one that got it? Because then that would make sense why he got it. Oh my God, it's so close. But Gage is... Oh no, Gage didn't even get it. Is it reviewable? I'm not going to lie, guys. It looks like he might have got it. The Falcons did an onside kick. They're saying Gage jumped, but it's so close. His foot might not have touched the line. I don't know if it's reviewable, though. And they did it. It didn't happen, so... Oh, my God, they got it again! They got it again, the same guy! What the frig is happening? They just did an onside... Falcons did an onside kick. The guy got called for offsides, even though the Falcons recovered the onside kick. I'm pretty sure the guy might not have been offsides, but they didn't challenge it because I don't think you can challenge it. They did another onside kick, and the same guy who got the first one got it again. And no one even tried. It doesn't even look like the Saints tried to go for the ball. It looks like they're blocking and no one even tried. Like Kamara was right there. I cannot believe this. Falcons get the ball back at the 40-yard line. There is a chance the Falcons could literally pull a Michael Vick when he was against the Giants and win this. They sacked him, though. They sacked Matt Ryan, loss of like at least 6 or 7 yards. Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys. I will go back to the chat in a second. I am just totally baffled by what just happened. They did 2 onside kicks in a row and recovered both. I don't think I've ever in my life... How many people, if you want, check the stats, or have you, but I have never in my life seen 2 onside kicks recovered back-to-back. One didn't count, but one did. But still, I've never seen 2 back-to-back. It is so rare you see 1. And you're talking against a great Saints defense. All I know is Matt Ryan ain't doing his job because it's 3rd and 14. They got sacked and then an incomplete pass. So Matt Ryan, right now, it's all right on him. You can't say the defense and special teams didn't step up. There's Guy in the back. They got Freeman in the backfield. Everyone else is spread wide. It's 3rd and 14. Pass deep. Oh, he had a shot. Ridley had a shot at it, but he dropped it. This is basically it, guys. There's no way they're getting another onside kick. It is 4th and 14 right now. Falcons are deep past their own 40. They basically got to Ryan. That's why Ryan... And it was still a good pass. I mean, Ridley was very well covered, but he definitely could have caught that ball. I mean, Ridley had a shot at it, but the coverage was good. It is 4th and 14. This is pretty much it, guys. Here we go. Matt Ryan's got all the time in the world. Toss, caught, first down. Right, Ridley got it right on the first down marker. Oh my God, Ridley with good coverage caught it right on the 50-yard line. And he spiked the ball. 2:25, guys. 2:25. All the timeouts for Atlanta. They're on the 50-yard line with a first down. There is easily time, man. If they score this touchdown quick, Saints got one timeout, and I already said I thought Sean Payton shouldn't have used that challenge. If this comes back to bite him in the ass, that would be crazy. But Falcons got to score first. They're not even in field goal range yet. They're at the 50-yard line. It's 2nd and 10. I thought it was first. That's right. They did the thing. They had to spike the ball. 2nd and 10. Matt Ryan's got a lot of time. Toss. Caught. Gain of about 7. They're almost in field goal range. Mind you, they need a field goal and a touchdown. So if they have to, they'll kick the field goal and then try for another onside kick. But they also have 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. 3rd down and 4. Matt Ryan toss. Caught. Wide open. Ridley in the middle of the field, wide open at the 26-yard line. 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. Ridley looks like he got hurt, maybe. He had a little trouble getting up. 2-minute warning. Falcons first down. Almost in the red zone. They need a field goal and a touchdown to win. I'm going back to the chat, guys. By the time I find where I left off, it's going to be game back on. NFC South, best division for receivers. I would say, yeah, you're probably right. I had Heat plus 5.5, and they ruined my accumulator bet last night. I had like 5 teams on it. I used to bet a lot of basketball too, but basketball gets crazy. Like you could have crazy swings in basketball. Usually football doesn't happen quite like that. Hopefully Saints get a Super Bowl this year. I hope so. That is one empty stadium. Holy crap. Freeman, please score. Texans 7-4. Who scored? It was Graham. Oh, no. No one's. Oh, I can't remember what it was relating to. Do you watch basketball? Yes, I do. I'm a huge Celtics fan. Besides the Saints, everything else, I'm pretty much Boston. So that's why me and Ryan joke around, because Ryan is a Patriots fan from Scotland. What? It's 1st down and 10, and they're kicking the field goal. And he got it. So rather than waste time, I mean, maybe that's not a bad move. They're 1st and 10, and rather than waste time, they had the guy kick the field goal. So now they're within 8 points. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion ties the game. I don't know if I would have done that, but I kind of get it. So on 1st and 10, they had the kicker kick a field goal so they could go for the, but I don't know. Are they going to go onside kick? They have 3 timeouts, so they could just kick it deep. See, maybe the Falcons are going, maybe they're banking on their defense. The Falcons could kick this deep and not go for the onside kick and then just use their timeouts and hope to stop the Saints. They don't have to do onside kick here. So maybe that's why they had the field goal kick there, so they know how much time they got to work with. I mean, it's not a bad move. I don't know if I would have done it. But Falcons have a shot, man. They actually have a shot. They were down 3 possessions with 6 minutes and scored twice in about 2 minutes. Another onside kick. Oh my God, did they just get it again? The Falcons got another onside kick. They just got 3 onside kicks in a row. The Falcons, and is it the same guy again? No, it's a different guy at least. I cannot frigging believe this. 3 onside kicks in a row. Again. Oh my God. It's clearly gotten by the freaking Falcons. It's not even a question. The Falcons just got it again. 3 onside kicks in a row. Oh my God. This is not real, is it? I had to go to the end of the chat, guys. I'm trying to scan through real quick. I cannot believe this is happening. The Falcons now have 2 minutes with all their timeouts, and they're starting from the 45. Matt Ryan sacked. And it's Cam Jordan. Was he at the line of scrimmage? He was either sacked or at the line of scrimmage. They're not using timeouts. The clock is they lost a yard, so that's technically a sack. 2nd and 11. They're at the 44. 1 minute 30 seconds with all their timeouts. Matt Ryan passing midfield, caught, gain of about maybe 4. That was probably not a smart play though. My God, I'm trying to catch up on the chat. -3 to the Patriots. Damn, man. I would take Patriots on that. What about Ravens 49ers at Ravens? I would say Ravens got a shot, man. Honestly, I don't know what the spread is on that game, but I would take Ravens to win. What happened? Saints below this. My God, will you go live next week, regular time Sunday for Saints? I will 100% be on the Saints games for live stream. Saints won't be playing. Yeah, I put it on there then, but it was announced Jimmy Butler wasn't playing. I was annoyed. How do you feel about the Warriors being 4-15? I didn't even know that. Oh my God. Why are they 4-15? I haven't been following basketball because I've been so into football. I start watching basketball once football's over. I cannot believe they recovered again. It's 3rd and 8. I'll come back to the chat. They're at the 50-yard line, 3rd and 8. They need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. Oh my God. Matt Ryan sacked, but there's a flag. It's probably holding on offense, honestly. I didn't see anything against roughing the pass or anything. Oh, illegal use of hands to the face. Saints, 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down on 3rd and 8. The Saints are doing everything in their power. I'm taking a shot. The Saints are literally doing everything in their power to lose this game right now. Now it is an automatic first down. They're on the 46-yard line past midfield. Matt Ryan almost sacked, shakes loose, sacked. Matt Ryan sacked again. They're going to have to use a timeout unless they're going to let the clock up. There's the timeout. All right, guys, I am freaking tense. My heart is racing. It's not even like I care the Falcons win. It's the fact that the Saints could lose like this. 2nd and freaking whatever. I don't even know. Hit everything. Stop playing. You serious? Oh, wow. Nah. This is not real, is it? Did you take a shot for the Falcons touchdown? That's why. Ryan's probably right. I bet all those people who left are kicking themselves. If they win this, it'll be crazy. The whole team is injured. The Heat is 12-5. Warriors have too many injuries. Young Wei Ko is better at onside kicks than he is at 1-point conversions. We have the worst luck, so they need to touchdown, a 2-point conversion to tie. Yes. Here we go. 2nd and 17. Matt Ryan lost 7 yards on that. 2nd and 17. Pass. Caught. They regained the yardage Matt Ryan just lost. It is now 3rd down. They are rushing because they have 1 timeout left and they don't want to waste it. They're at the 44-yard line. 3rd and 8 at the 44. 26-18. Matt Ryan almost sacked, tosses it, out of bounds. This is it, guys. 44 seconds. 4th and 8. They're going to obviously go for it. Matt Ryan's got to either convert or get a freaking touchdown. So they need a touchdown, yes, they need a touchdown, 2-point conversion. Matt Ryan literally had a guy, who is that? Davis was literally on Matt Ryan's leg for a while. I think he thought he threw it and didn't realize, so he just held on. That was so ridiculous looking, but hilarious. 4th and 8. This is it, guys. Unless he converts, this is game over. 4th and 8. 44 seconds. 4th and 8. Everyone's wide. Matt Ryan sacked. Sacked. Again. They have sacked Matt Ryan so many times. That's it, guys. Saints just have to take a knee. It's over. But dear Lord, man. What the frick? 3 onside kicks recovered in a row by the Falcons. The Saints defense stepped up, though, at the end. Cameron Jordan got what? He must have got 3 sacks this game. All I know is they sacked Matt Ryan a lot. Can someone do me a favor and look up the stat on that? What is the stat? I don't have my computers in front of me because I'm in the living room. What is the stats on sacks? How many sacks did Matt Ryan? How many sacks on Matt Ryan? And how many did Cam Jordan get? I feel like Cam Jordan got 3 sacks, and Matt Ryan had to have gotten sacked like 7 or 8 times. Maybe 6, but it was a lot. Matt Ryan is 35 for 50. Not horrible. Now the Saints are just going to take their knees, so this will become a shot for the win. Dear Lord, man. I cannot believe that. Talk about, oh my God. I mean, Sean Payton's probably going to rip them apart. Even though they won, and they probably clinched the division on that, Sean Payton's going to be like, what did you guys do there? Like, ours, like, oh my God. The kick return team needs to be beaten. 3rd straight NFL South title. Okay, that was it. They just announced it. It's clinched. All right. I was saying for the whole game, I wasn't sure if that actually clinched it, but they just said that clinched it. They got the 3rd straight NFC South champ, the title for the division. So Saints won 3 division titles in a row. Love it. So this is 4. Nola made me nervous for a second. Yeah, they did. Marty, Void, Ryan, I think Great One Kid is still here. Whoever's still here, shot for the win. Happy Thanksgiving. It is still technically Thanksgiving, at least in America. I know Ryan's in Scotland for another 20 minutes. I'm going to hang out for another little bit, just chat with you guys, finish up on the chat, and then I'm going to eat some leftovers because I'm starving and I had a lot of bourbon. Cheers, cheers, Rye. I'm here, Great One Kid. I said cheers to you too. Jonathan, I missed you. Saints clinched the division. Yes, they did. We saw it over there. Jonathan, I'm assuming you were in the chat. That was for you too, obviously. I'm going to finish up the bourbon. I'm going to do one more shot to close the channel after we chat a little bit. Oh, my God. That actually is going to be fuller than I thought. I'm going to put it. Oh, I'm afraid I'm going to spill it if I do that. Let me see what this is. All right. That one gets a little baby shot. That'll be the end of the stream. Who? You are not tired? I'm always tired, Great One Kid, but I never sleep. That is, I just work and stream and love life. I am jealous of the Thanksgiving food you guys get to eat. My sister and my father are great cooks. My mother is too, but right now my mother is not cooking, obviously. So my sister and my dad made dinner. Fantastic cooks. I have so many leftovers. I cannot wait to go eat it all. I'm going to do that in approximately 20 minutes. But we will chat first. I'm jealous, blah, blah, blah. I'll go take a shower. If you don't end the stream, I'll be back. I'll be here for another 20 minutes, Void. Can we meet your father also? Can he do a video with you, a reaction? My parents don't like doing reaction. They don't like being on camera in general. My father actually would probably not give a shit. But my mom wouldn't like it. And now that she is injured, definitely wouldn't like it. And I wouldn't do that to her because that would be cruel. But honestly, my dad might be down for it. That was fun. I'm going to sign off and start watching The Irishman. Jonathan Naughton, very good to have you in the chat. Happy Thanksgiving. It was good to see you. Yes, The Irishman was great. Go watch it. Can you and your brother Ray do a reaction? Great One Kid, we reacted to the entire season 1 of A Good Place when he was visiting for my birthday. I might throw them up on Patreon. But we will see. I mean, they're definitely going to go up on Patreon. But I'm curious when, because as soon as I do that, I feel like I'm going to start wanting to chop them up. TMG Banks, close game, but we won. I forgot you were in the chat too there, bud. I'm assuming you were still there with us. But I did a cheers. That was for you all. We could chat about whatever. Now we get to see Drew Brees and the Saints eat some turkey legs. I love when they bite into the turkey leg. I always wonder though, are they like, do they bring them out hot? It's probably freezing cold. Is that like cold turkey, or do they bring out like a steaming hot tray right after they win? But there are some big ass turkey legs. I get to see the Saints eat a turkey leg. This is so beautiful. And they clinch. How much better could you have it? Thanksgiving night game, they clinch the division with a crazy win, even though they led the whole game. And they all get to eat turkey legs. And they're saying it right there. She's interviewing Drew Brees, and she said, how does it feel that you clinched the division on Thanksgiving Day? 282 career wins, or no, 282 touchdowns, second to Tom Brady. They're going, like I said earlier, guys, him and Tom Brady are going to constantly go back and forth. Till one of them retires, it's going to be a neck and neck race. The second one retires, the other is going to like basically claim all the records. When I joined Patreon, your last reaction was the 24th. When I joined Patreon, your last reaction was the 24th. What does that mean? I don't know what that means, Grey One Kid. It's hot. Oh, it is hot. The turkey is hot. Thank God. I was going to say, I feel like they wouldn't fake it. I feel like they'd be like, this shit is... Oh, and there's Taysom Hill. 2 touchdowns in the first quarter, I believe. Or maybe his second touchdown might have been after the second quarter started. I'm just listening to what they're saying. Anywho, when I joined Patreon, your last reaction was the 24th. I'm assuming you mean my last reaction video was on the channel on the 24th. Probably was Rick and Morty. That would make sense, right? Rick and Morty, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th. Yeah, Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty should have been the last one I did. I'm going to try to get all the Barrys and Misfits up this week, or something at least. ViewMaster reacts, are you Italian? Yes. 50% Irish, 50% Italian. Cameron Jordan over here. Did anybody happen to look up the statistical data on how many times Matt Ryan was sacked and how many times Cam Jordan did? I'm curious, and I don't want to I can't look right now because I have my phone's preoccupied. Let us see what is on television. Catwoman. Which Catwoman is this? Oh, the Halle Berry one. Halle Berry's Catwoman is on. One of the greatest comic book movies ever told. Any more questions? Anything else you guys want to talk about? I'm going to probably stay on for another 10 or 15 minutes. I got to eat. I am hungry. I got leftovers waiting. And I've been on for probably a while. What is it? I was on at 8:15 to 9, 10, 11, almost 4 hours. Do you know the Supreme Court Justice is getting impeached for reasonable suspicion of taking bribes for cases? I did not know that. I'll check the sacks. Thanks, Rye. And Batman and Robin is on too, on a channel like 2 above Catwoman. Is this the night of horrible comic book movies? Catwoman and Batman and Robin on at the same time. Amazing. Transformers Revenge of the Fallen is also on. I enjoyed it. I thought Revenge of the Fallen. Was it Revenge? No. Was it? No. Dark Side of the Moon, I think, was the best Transformers. All of them were a little wanky, but I think Dark Side of the Moon was the best Transformers. The original Magnificent Seven. Classic movie. Who did the best Joker impression of the movies? Because most of them died in real life actors. Who did the best Joker impersonation? Honestly, I think Jack Nicholson, Heath Ledger, and Joaquin Phoenix are the top 3. Jared Leto was weird, and the others, you have the guy from the Adam West one, but who the heck was his name? It's a famous guy, and I can't think of it right now. But Adam West had 9 sacks on Ryan. Oh my God. I honestly thought when I said 7 or 8, I thought I was like leaning a little high. 9 sacks on Ryan. There you go. That's why the Falcons lost. They only lost by 8 points, but they got sacked 9 times, fumbled at least twice, intercepted at least twice. I'm pretty sure there was 2 interceptions, maybe 3 fumbles, and 9 sacks. And they still were within a possession. So they had a shot at the end there. Have you ever seen the movie The Mafia? Yes. Great one, kid. If you're talking about with Lloyd Bridges, the comedy movie Mafia, it is, or unless you're talking about a movie called The Mafia. Because the one with Lloyd Bridges that's a spoof on Mafia films is called Mafia. If you're talking about that, I've seen it. If you're talking about The Mafia, I don't know what that is. I am now scanning for something to put on. Magnificent Seven is on right now, but what were you saying earlier about your family playing Minecraft? Right. My brother and my cousins and a lot of my friends play Minecraft Earth or Minecraft World. I don't know if I'm saying that's right because I don't play games often, but I feel like it's like Minecraft something. I don't know. All I know is they all play on a server that my cousin runs and they get really into it and they have crazy amounts of like time invested into this thing. So my brother was saying, well, how about once a week you jump on with us and you play and you live stream it and like have like sort of like a gaming thing you do once a week. I've never played it. I know what Minecraft is. I've seen people play it and stuff like that, but I've never played it. So I was wondering if I should do something like that, if people would be interested. But they have been doing their server or their like whatever you want to call it. They've been playing it for a while. So they definitely have a lot of crazy stuff on there. Here is Shark Tank. I love Shark Tank. I don't know if you guys watch Shark Tank, but Shark Tank is one of my favorite shows. And they have marathons on CNBC all the time. I mean, it's one of my favorite shows to just like kick back and watch when I'm not doing anything. It's not like I would rank Shark Tank in my top 20 shows of all time or something. 4 sacks for Jordan. Oh my God, that was overshot too. I was saying 3, and then I'm like, all right, maybe it was 2. Cam Jordan, 4 sacks, 9 on Ryan. I'm thinking I'm like overreacting to the situation. It's actually crazier than I thought. Who gets 4 sacks in a game? Sometimes teams don't get 4 sacks in a game. That's crazy. What were you saying earlier? Blah, blah, blah. Which movie is better, Scarface or the Mafia comedy? Great one, kid. How dare you even put Scarface and Mafia in the same category? I think Mafia is utterly hilarious. I'm not kidding you. I've seen the Mafia comedy movie at least a dozen times. I love that. It's a great spoof. The end of the Mafia movie, they do a spoof on the whole end montage of The Godfather where they do all the kills in the end. They do that in Mafia. It is so well done. There are so many references. There's references to Casino, Goodfellas, Godfather, God knows what else, but many other things. It is hilarious. But Scarface, I've seen a million times, and it's one of my favorite gangster movies of all time. The music, I love that whole, like, the look, I mean, it was made in the 70s, so it has that look. But, like, some movies nowadays try to give it that look, and I love those movies for it. Like the movie we were watching the other day. There was a trailer I watched, Greener Grasses, Greener Grasses, has that look, like almost like a 70s film, but it is modern day. I love Shark Tank because my favorite is Kevin O'Leary. Mr. Wonderful. Yes, I enjoy him as well. About Minecraft, when it was in beta for 2009, not played in years though. Oh, I bought. I love The Godfather. I love this line, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Very good line. I say that all the time, honestly. Also, I love this from the James Bond. I want it stirred, not shaken. Or something like that. It's shaken, not stirred. How do you like your martini, I believe it is? Shaken, not stirred. I haven't seen any Godfather movie. Ryan, I've seen every Pierce Brosnan and Daniel Craig. Was there someone between that? No. Pierce Brosnan and that was Daniel Craig. I've seen every James Bond with them. I have never seen a Timothy Dalton. I know who they all are. I've never seen Timothy Dalton. I've never seen Sean Connery. And now I am forgetting the third guy. Who's the other guy? Sean Connery, Timothy Dalton, Daniel Craig, Pierce Brosnan. I'm missing one guy that we did like a couple. I'll know the name when I hear it. But I've never seen a James Bond movie. And believe it or not, I own like 8 of the original ones on Blu-ray. Someone gifted me because they knew I didn't see the James Bond movies. One of my friends gifted me like 8 Sean Connery and Timothy Dalton James Bond movies on Blu-ray, and I've never watched any of them. Nothing against it. It was like something I just never got into. And I love Daniel Craig, and I only watched Pierce Brosnan's because I was into GoldenEye, the game, so I watched the Pierce Brosnan movies. Day After Tomorrow, GoldenEye. I believe there's one more that was Pierce Brosnan, but I'm not sure. Do you like American Gangster? American Gangster was a great film. I've watched it several times. Love Denzel Washington. Love Russell Crowe. Definitely saw American Gangster at least 4 or 5 times. Have you seen Godfather Harlem? No, that I have not. And I don't even know what that is. I haven't seen any Godfather movie. Ryan, about 8 years ago, I got really sick and I was like bedridden for like 2 weeks. I don't ever get sick, but when I do, it is like death on earth. And I've never seen a Godfather movie. So while I was sick, I was like, might as well take advantage of sitting in bed all day. And I had someone buy me the trilogy. I think this is before Blu-ray. No, Blu-ray was around. It was probably on Blu-ray. I think I have it on Blu-ray. So I watched all 3 Godfathers. Me being the cinephile that I am, I had never seen a Godfather. It was just like they were really old. They were older movies before I was born, and they were very long movies. So I just never got into it, even though I was like a huge fan of Goodfellas since it came out and everything else. So about 8 years ago, I marathoned all the Godfathers, but since then I've seen them several times, and they're great films. Got to get on that. But what is Godfather Harlem? Do you like American Gangster? Yes. I haven't seen many James Bond movies, but I've played the games, James Bond GoldenEye on Nintendo. Yeah, that's why I watched Pierce Brosnan, because I played a lot of GoldenEye. Plus, these music ranks in the category rap, country, classic, hip hop. Oh, put these music ranks in a category rap, country, classic, hip hop. I would say classic. What? When you mean classic, I'm assuming you mean like classic rock, not like classical. Reiterate that, Mr. Great One Kid. When you say classic, I'm assuming you mean classic rock, because I don't listen to classical music. So, rap, hip hop, country, classic. I'm not that big on music though. Yeah, the definition of classic matters hugely in there, because classic rock. That's what I thought. Classic rock would be my number 1. I listen to classic rock all the time. I'm assuming Ryan, even though he says doesn't listen to music, I'm assuming Ryan might have thought classic meant classical, because I feel like Ryan would like classic rock more than one of those. But I would definitely put classic rock my number 1. Then it would probably be rap, hip hop, country, like Ryan said. I was thinking classical. See? I think I'm on the same page as Ryan, because I have it classic rock, rap, hip hop, country. Country's not bad, but I would much rather rap and hip hop, and classic rock is my favorite music. So Ryan is probably on the same page. I don't know where classic rock would fit in, but rap, hip hop, country is the same for me. So we're going to do another 5 minutes, guys. I am getting tired, and I want to eat. And I want to take this shot. I was thinking classical. We already saw that. But Saints won. Always a good one. Shark Tank is having a hardcore marathon. But it's not fun to watch when you can't hear it. And I have it like kind of not muted, but like really low. I'm just afraid of it being picked up and banning my channel. So I always put it really low. But enough where I can hear it. But if I'm talking to you guys, it's rough to watch that. I'm trying to see if there's any interesting movies on. It's Thanksgiving. I'm surprised there's not like more classic movies on. Would you rather? I would do rap, classic, hip hop, country. So that was like rap, yeah. Like I definitely dig classic rock overall. My father, like basically, I drove around with him all the time, hours and hours a day. When I was a kid, all he listened to was classic rock. So maybe that's why. But I love classic rock. Sometimes I'll just go for car rides to blast my sound system and listen to classic rock. Forrest Gump is on. We got some Forrest Gump on the Wii network, and he is just about to jump off the ship because of Lieutenant Dan. You might even hear it. Ready? And he jumps off the ship. Lieutenant Dan. Would you rather meet now Sylvester Stallone or the original Godfather? He is still alive too. You mean Marlon Brando? If you're talking about the actor, Marlon Brando has died, Great One Kid. And that was the original Godfather. But even if he was alive, I would choose Sylvester Stallone just because I am a Rocky fan above all. So I would definitely choose Sylvester Stallone. Remember to look up Chronological Order Lost if you're still interested in that Facebook page. Oh, yes, Ryan, I forgot about that. Remember to look up Chronological Order Lost. The Facebook page. But Ryan, wasn't there a video? Wasn't there a video about something? I can't remind me what that is because I remember you saying that, and now I'm kind of blanking. Did you ever play the Godfather video game? They were good. I did play the Godfather video game. You are correct there. So here we go. I'm going to take this last shot. This is for the Saints win number 2. Last shot. Thanksgiving ends in 1 minute. So this is a cheers to the end of Thanksgiving. The Saints winning. This shot's going to probably do me in, and then I'm going to eat and pass out. So, did you ever blah, blah, blah? Which movie is better, the Rocky series or Avengers and Game of Thrones? Whoa. The Rocky series or Avengers and Game or the Joker movie or Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? Pick the best movie. There cannot be 2. There can only be 1. It's got to be Rocky. I don't even have to think about it. Rocky would be my go-to movie above all, Great One Kid. I love all the things you said. I love every movie you said. But Rocky, if I can only pick one, I would do Rocky. I've seen Rocky. If you guys see the intro to my channel, Rocky 4, I've seen thousands of times. It's not the best Rocky, but I'd watch it. I literally set up workout montages to the movie itself and did it every single day. Well, not every single day, like 5 days a week for years. So Rocky would win. What will be Rocky? The winner. It'll be the great. Which movie is better? The Rocky. It would be Rocky. Oh, what will be? Oh, it's full of lost, edited into chronological order. It's on a Facebook page. You can download it. So I have to go to the Facebook page to get it. It's not on YouTube. Why wouldn't they? I'm just wondering why they wouldn't have put it on YouTube or something. So go to the Facebook page and download it. It's a full. What will beat Rocky? What will beat Rocky? Oh, I get what you're saying. Honestly, there may be something that will beat. Oh my God, am I pouring the shot? There may be something that beats Rocky, but out of those, they don't. Maybe Back to the Future. If I could only pick one, maybe Back to the Future. Maybe Ghostbusters. I'm an old school nostalgic. But Rocky is like one of the... I've seen more Rocky than anything. Can't put it on YouTube because of copyright. Oh, okay. I'm back. What's up, Void? You came right in time for the last cheers. Thanksgiving is ending in about... Oh, maybe I saw that wrong. Maybe now it's 1 minute. So I'm going to cheers. This is it, guys. I'm going to download that. I'm not kidding you, Rye. I'm going to take the shot, nuke some leftovers, and watch the chronological order. I'm going to download it first, though. So it's full of blah, blah, blah. And the Facebook page is Chronological Lost, Rye. Bye. See you soon, brother. I'll cheers, and then Ryan can tell me, and then we're good. Cheers, Boyd, Ryan, Great One Kid, whoever else is still in the chat. shits and giggles, I'll finish this one. Woo. Oh my God. That was a lot of bourbon at once. So that's about it, guys. I just want to see if Rye... I probably could look right now. I'll find it, Rye. So, guys, thank you for watching. It's always good to talk to you guys in the chat. I don't even mind when it's just a couple of us because I'm going to watch the game anyway. So the way I look at it is I get to, like, interact with people and talk to you guys. Daniel D., you probably just woke up. So take care. I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye. I almost X'd it out on here.